Hey, how's it going? How's it going, guys? So I'm setting everything up. Let me know about these sounds and whatnot. I'm just trying to wait until just basically waiting for my iPad to sync here so it actually shows up. There we go. Cool. All right. Good to go. All right. So yeah, basically I was just waiting to. I wanted the iPad to pop up here, so it was actually. Um, Sorry. So that I was actually able to see your guys' chat. So I'm gonna go do some dungeoneering. I'm just gonna start doing my dailies real quick. Just gonna hang out tonight. Tonight is video number 10. So number 10 of the 30-day video challenge is actually going to be a live stream. Woo! Oh yeah! That's exciting. Mobilizing army enhancer. That's what I need. Always happy about those. Get those comp requirements done. So what are you guys up to tonight? Or maybe daytime for some of you. I don't know where you're all from. I brought all kinds of snacks. Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta get Priff for sure. This is actually in the dungeoneering area. Woo! Well mixed, boys. No, I was actually was not flipping these. Those admin playbys, just addy playbys I had in my bank I need to sell off. What I'm actually working on right now is I'm actually working on selling off a bunch of stuff. That way I've got more room for investments. Midday for you, huh? You're pretty lucky, man. I wouldn't mind it being midday again. Oh, awesome, Joe. Playing some Pokemon Go? You know, I should play more. I was playing a lot more. Now I just haven't been I have not been playing that much. I'm a low-level noob on there. I think I'm like 26 or 27. But yeah, for that dungeoning area where I was just in, you have to have obviously Priff, but you also have to have 115 dungeoneering. But I can tell you, it is totally worth it. Killing curse bots, huh? I don't think your age has anything to do with what you play. Nice, yeah, I thought about doing that, but I don't know. A couple $1 million is not really worth it. Oh, I thought I thought you were saying your age. I was like, oh my god. I thought you were saying your age in relation to Pokemon or whatever. Ah, I gotcha. 31? Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, that's better than I am. My girlfriend's actually a higher level than I am on there. I think she's level 28. I just don't put any actual effort into playing it now. Like, I'm the kind of guy that I'll just randomly open it up and catch something real quick, and then turn the app off. Like, that's all I do. I just haven't had time lately, I guess is what it really is. I've got a lot of projects I'm working on right now, so maybe when I get more time, I'll start doing it again. That's taking my time a couple mil an hour. If you really grind it out, average is 5 million to 30 million in 3.5 hours. Well, that's not too bad. That's not bad at all. Got a lot of this extra sandstone I gotta grind. Maybe I'll do a little bit. I'm always motivated to do the stuff I don't want to do when I'm streaming. So, like when I'm streaming, I'll do this. Like I'll do a little bit of this. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of it, but I want to convert a little bit of this into glass. Just so I don't have to do so much of it later. Basically, what I'm doing right now is this is the area where you go to mine the sandstone. So you get crystal flex sandstone here. And then later on, you can blow the crystal glass into crystal flasks. And then the robust glass that you make with red sandstone turns into the potion flasks. So it's good money. For how much time you actually put into it, it's good money. It's also not terrible for crafting experience. I'm working on 120 crafting, kind of casually. So this will be helpful. Right now I've got 70.5 million crafting, so it's almost done. So little things like this help that out, but it's also great money. Like I said, for how much time you spend on it. Carlos Rico, you can answer your own question, man, by just testing it, you know. All you gotta do is buy one of each thing, and then just do it. But I can say that any of the YouTube methods that are out there publicly, they change dramatically, like over time, because a lot of people do them. So it's not going to be 20 million an hour, that's for sure. That was only at release time. If you want money making methods that don't die, like ones that work for a very long time, that's basically what I offer on my Patreon page. It's like on my Patreon I have several money making methods that they've been working for months and they do really well. There's methods on there that are 10 million an hour or so. But you know, we get a wide variety of methods on there. Sometimes they're more. But you can. One of the cool things about the methods on there is I find ways to combine methods together so that you can get more than, like say you're doing one money making method for 10 million, you do another one for 5, another one for 6, then you're making like over 20 million an hour, stuff like that. Or maybe you can combine a whole bunch of things together and you're making like 30 million per hour. So. And by the way, guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit of this here. And then what I might go do is I might run a couple laps because I need to get my completionist requirement, get the agile suit that I've never gotten because I'm lazy. And then I would like to, basically just, I'm trying to finish off my dailies, daily stuff that I do. Just get a little bit of this stuff done and hopefully answer some of you guys' questions if you got any other questions. But yeah, just kind of a chill stream tonight. Chilling, getting a few things done. I also need to go and do a few dungeons because I got a bunch of daily dungeoneering stuff stacked up. Plus, it's a good night. Just hanging out here in the galley area, which is kind of like a it's like a community room basically. But man, it is amazing out right now. Like doors open, and just like a nice cool breeze is coming in. It is a beautiful night here. So I hope that you guys are having as a great a night as I am, because I'm having a pretty good night. I didn't even know what sandstone was before. Then even though I hit Maw daily, something new every day. Yeah, you definitely want to do your sandstone. So you're gonna see where my other sandstone that I do also. If you don't do the robust stuff often, I can show you that here in a second too. Also, the portents are really useful as well. And actually, it is Amlod hour. I might go hit an Amlod real quick. And I got a good question there that I can answer too while I do it. So. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to hit this real quick. So I'm already 120 thieving, so now that I'm 120 thieving, I'm basically going to go to 200 million by doing Amlod. So extremely slow, but I don't really care because I'm not really working on anything post 120 right now. I'm really just working on getting all 120s. But I like doing Amlod because it gives you decent money with the energies and stuff, but mostly it's because it gives you portents that you can use. So I get all my porters from here. Let's see. F Society. I gotta ask, what exactly is that book you state in your Patreon package? So, previously, in a video in a video a while back here on YouTube, I had I basically announced a book that I'm gonna be working on. So, I'm basically working on a strategy guide for RuneScape, and it's going to be. So, if you guys remember that really old Scholastic book strategy guide that came out a really long time ago, it was like a super basic strategy guide for RuneScape and I don't know. It was ridiculous. It came out a long time ago, like 2003, 4. I don't know, somewhere right around there. Anyway, there's not really been a physical strategy guide for RuneScape in a very long time. Well, there pretty much hasn't been one since then. You can go on eBay or whatever and buy ooh, I got a rock. You can go on eBay or whatever and buy a really crap, really crap guide that's not gonna teach you anything. Basically just a rip off. Oh, and yeah, awesome. Yeah, you got that? Yeah, I own it too. I love it. Well, that's what I want to make, is I want to make a book that is going to be a new, up-to-date RuneScape strategy guide. One that, people actually want and, can actually use. And it's going to be, something that is valuable. Not a trash book. Something like a book that is, people are going to actually use it and be like, hey, this book is really great for RuneScape. And then, yeah, something to set next to that book, something that is that you really enjoy having. And so that's the reason why it's going to be a process. It's going to take some time to make it and everything. And the main reason is I don't want to cut corners or rush it or anything like that. So what's been happening since I've talked about it is I've been planning out a lot of things, working on the information that's going to go in it, working on the overall map of the book too, how the book's laid out. But when a RuneFest coming up here, I'm hoping to speak to Jagex to see what they think of the idea, and I'm going to try to see if I can like possibly get like some sponsorship through Jagex, or maybe even have maybe even be like a joint venture on that one. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see, and I'll discuss it on RuneFest when I go to RuneFest. But yeah, that's the book is. So on the Patreon, basically, there are packages on Patreon that will include a free book. And when the book comes out, it'll be, it really depends on how it's produced, but it could be anywhere from $20 to $50 for the book. I mean, it really just depends on, a lot of factors. How many people want it, and the cost of producing it, stuff like that. So when I make the book, I'm not really concerned with making a ton of money on it. I just, obviously can't lose money on it. So I have no idea what it'll cost at this time. I know that I'm planning on it being a rather big book, full of useful stuff. So we'll see how it goes. So Broom Broom, is the Patreon worth it? Any current users give me a heads up. Obviously, it looks like you're trying to get a review from somebody else. Oh well, Peter's right there. He's one of the he's actually one of our members. But you can also join the Manatee Gaming clan chat. It's just Manatee Space Gaming. That's the clan chat. You can also join in there and ask anybody too. There's quite a few members that use that. But yeah, feel free to ask anybody, Broom Broom. And if you have any specific questions you'd like to ask me yourself, you can also do that. There's quite a few members on Patreon right now. There's a little bit more members than what it actually shows in the front, because it only shows people of a certain value on there. And there's also people that are like, they've been a member of Patreon for a very long time, so they actually pay through YouTube donating, and so those people aren't considered that either. So I think right now we have about 150, right around 150 members, and I think on the front there it shows 122 members. So there's quite a few people that use it. If that gives you any idea of the quality of it, or whether you'd like it or not. Also, that the Patreon's not new. It's been around for over a year. I think we're celebrating. This is celebrating 14 months now here in June, so it's been out for 14 months. All right, so it looks like I didn't get much useful. I got some porters. Kind of was hoping I was going to get more than just that. Normally I get more porters than this, but whatever. Okay, so I'm going to head back over to, let's go to the Tra, so I can use the bank real quick. I could run some more glass, but I don't know. I don't really feel like doing a lot more glass right now. I mean, I could, but that's got really boring for you guys to watch too. You know what? I'm actually going to go and, let's see, I need to do this. I'm having an issue with bank space lately. So I need to use up some of these things here. Fill. Also need to grab a couple of these porters. So I've got 3,221 porters, and I've actually used a ton of them. So you do get quite a bit of porters from doing that method, just by doing Amlot a lot. And I've got 147 of the bigger porters too, which I'm saving those. I'm trying to burn through these first. So let's see, porters, Wicked. Not Wicked Hood too. Alright, let's go. What was I going to do? Oh, that's right, Amlot. I was going to go get rid of this core real quick. Gotta watch that bank space, especially because I'm about to go do some dungeoneering. I don't want to have to destroy something. I destroyed so many of my skilling suits just to get room. Alright. Now we can go to, oops, not this. I need to go to Ooglog. So Ooglog is the next spot. And you'll see why I brought these porters here in a second. I don't know if you guys do this, but if you guys do the Ooglog sandstones, then I highly recommend that you use porters on the sandstones, because although you can do these sandstones and you can run over here to the machine and do them and then bank them or whatever, it's actually much faster if you just use porters and then do all your converting into the actual glass later, because going through this little shortcut, using the machine, going over to the bank, it's a lot more running and it takes a lot more time than if you just ported them and then converted them later in Ithel. So keep that in mind too. It saved you guys a lot of time. Well, let's see. How much EP do you think I could make from 500 million? With that amount of cash, would the flip invest be better and better than the money-making guides. So, Broom Broom, as far as like better than the money-making guides, no. And the reason why is because the money-making guides can make you anywhere from 5 million to 30 million. It really just, you know, it really depends on what you're doing, what your levels are, how much you play, stuff like that. But the money-making methods are going to make you a lot of money, so I can't really compare them to something else in the thing. But I can definitely compare flip and invest. With 500 million, you'll make more money with the investing. The flipping the flipping would also benefit you. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like the flipping's not really obsolete. Like you can make like with 500 million, you can easily make a solid 10 to 25 million a day just by flipping. But with the investing, you can make a whole lot of time. You can make a whole lot of money that's like just a lot, like very little work with a lot of output, with a lot of profit. I personally do like the investing portion. Like that's what I personally do. I don't do a whole lot of flipping, but for people with lower amounts of money that are trying to get money as quick as they possibly can, flipping is really useful. Do you ever do bossing? Yeah, I do, but not very often. I'm mostly trying to work on my comp and some other stuff, and like mostly work on 120s and stuff before I really get into bossing hardcore. I still need to get curses. Any tips on how to grind quests? I just really find them hard to bring myself to do. Honestly, Carlos, just do them. I mean, there's not really any tips to them, honestly, man. What I would recommend doing is I would recommend knocking out a bunch of skills that you need, and then just like blowing through as many quests as you can in one day. That's kind of the way that I try to do my questing. Is I just try to do all my quests that I can do. Like I just try to do as many as I can in a row, and then kind of make it kind of like a competition for myself, and just like, all right, let's see how many I can get done today. Make it fun. That's probably basically my recommendation for quests. I can tell you this, Carlos. No matter how much you hate quests, man, they're always worth doing. Like it's always worth it. Because like when you get those quests done, I have never said, man, I wish I hadn't done that quest. It's like you're never gonna say that. So just knock them out, dude, for real. But don't worry, man. We're in the same boat. It takes motivation for me to do quests. When I actually start doing quests, I enjoy it. But yeah, I'm motivating me to start quests is kind of tough. My dungeon is 18. Oh, you need to work on that, man. Start with sinkholes, dude. Sinkholes is a really great way to start raising up your dungeoneering from a lower level. I know dungeoneering itself, like actually doing dungeoneering, is a complete pain and not fun if you are a lower level. So what you can do is you can just start by doing sinkholes. Hey, I tried flipping but died to Fat's price changes I lost. I don't know what you're trying to say there, Nabil. But maybe you can clarify. With a combat level of 109. Ooh. Well, I mean, I would definitely recommend you start working on dungeoneering. The reason why is because you don't have the charming imp yet, or any of the other really useful things from dungeoneering. Honestly, I would be grinding dungeoneering as hard as I possibly could. Yeah, Derek, I do. Carlos, recommend watching the Sickness Guide to get through the steps, to get through them. If you're into PVM, the money-making methods might be slower than you're used to, but most of them are AFK. Yeah, I like a lot of the AFK stuff. And if you're doing PVM, the only way the money-making methods are going to be slower than what you're currently making is if you're just getting mad insanely lucky. Because if you stack the money-making methods the way they're recommended to be stacked, I mean, you can make 20 or 30 million per hour. And also, Derek, if you're not sure of how to do that for yourself, you can also just message me on Patreon or on the Discord section of Patreon. I can help you out with that too. And kind of like I just mentioned right there, Brum Brum. Whenever any member of Patreon ever has a question like that, or like they're not hitting like a certain number they're looking for, I'm always available to give one-on-one help. How's it going, PVM Sharunas? And yeah, I'm sick of it. Does do good quest guides. I am definitely not the person to do quest guides for sure. I'm never gonna do quest guides. That's just not what I do. All right, so got all that stuff done. Now let's see. Probably should go. I just realized I didn't bring a teleport. I'm stupid. Let's go back to Prif and then do some stuff. I really need to get back into doing farming. I should probably do that. I should already be 120 farming. I just don't do farming. Alright, that, I'm going to go do, wear this, put that on. Let's grab my Nimble. I don't know what that was really loud. Okay, like that scared the shit out of me actually. I hear that Perf is basically the key to miracle XP rates. Is it really worth the grinding all the time just to get there? Well, I can tell you this, Silence. You're playing RuneScape. So with that in mind, you should try to unlock everything you possibly can. There really shouldn't be anything where you're like, hey, you know what, I'm just not going to do this. And that's just kind of my opinion of the game. Because the more you have available, the more fun you're going to have in RuneScape. But yes, I can tell you 100%, 1,000% that Prif is obviously worth getting. Now I'm really wondering what that noise is. Yeah, I know, Amon. It sounds like gunshots. Like, literally, it literally sounds like gunshots. I'm not in a bad neighborhood. Kind of freaking me out, though. Well, this is like a gated place, though. I mean, no one's going to be able to come in here. So, poltergeist. All right, no, I'm not being swatted. Okay, so what was I going to do? I was going to go do this. Sounds like someone's shooting someone. I'm not going to lie. Doesn't make any sense, though. I don't know who would be shooting who. People don't usually shoot people around here. Yeah, there is a lot of content that comes out. I have to catch up to so much stuff. And no problem, Charlie. Thank you for the thank you. I do actually plan on continuing the Flip for Wealth series, so we have to have some more stuff on that coming up soon here. Alright, let's see what we got from these ships. Got some stuff. Some terracotta. Good. Some more terracotta. Leveled that boy up. A lot of terracotta. And more terracotta. Okay. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'm going to close that door and figure out where that noise is coming from if I can. Hang on 1 second. All right, guys. So I actually found out what it is, and now I need to go use the restroom at the same time. So what it was fireworks. Apparently there are fireworks going on outside. All right, so I'm gonna find my keys. Fuck you, pale-looking bitch. Stop streaming. But I'm not pale, or, you know, jeez. Find some better insults. Oh God, you hurt my feelings. All right, guys, I'll be right back in just a second here. I'll use the restroom, and I'll be back to. I see that, Derek, but he never came back. All right, I'll be back in 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back. The cool thing is, like, the restroom's like literally right next to it. All right, so do you ever PVM? Maybe there. Let's see. Let's answer some questions real quick, and then I'll get back into doing my ship stuff. Should I grind for invention before doing more combat? Only 55 divination, but 126 combat. Yeah, I would definitely recommend you grind out invention for more reasons than just combat, actually. I actually like the non-combat benefits for invention more than the combat benefits, if something that sounds, but I'm also not really a PVM type person. I don't really care that much about PVM. It's fun to do, but it's not like the only thing I want to do on RuneScape. Like, for example, if you look over here, I got these, well, actually, you can't see it right now because I'm in here, but like the surge ability on like an Excalibur, or the, the perks to make your tools better and everything. All that stuff is definitely worth getting, so I would definitely unlock Invention for sure. And also, if you only have 55 divination, man, you should be working on that anyway. I actually just went from level 1 to level 80 divination on my alt in like less than a week, so it doesn't take very long. Maybe they're watching a stream and just mess with you. Yeah, so I guess it's like fireworks, because there was a bike race out here, so earlier in the day, so I think that maybe there's a, just like stuff going on tonight. Eventually, a huge cash sync skill for minimal combat improvement. I'd say it's worth it after you finish combat, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. I don't really agree with that myself, because invention is not really that big of a cash sink if you do it smart. Actually, I didn't spend hardly anything on my invention, and let me get out of this damn thing. I did not spend hardly anything on my invention. And I've got 61.7 million invention, and that's almost all non-combat invention too. By the way, that's like I did skills and stuff like that. So it's very, very cheap if you do it the cheap way, which is still decently quick. And then I would highly recommend that you actually you unlocked invention before finishing combat too, because overall with your improved DPS, if you actually spend the time and the money to get the good invention perks, I mean, you can increase your DPS by anywhere from 20 to 30%. That's pretty substantial, so I would definitely do that. Also, there's an invention perk called Scavenging, and if you have Scavenging, then you will just randomly get the expensive components in order to get those good perks. So you really want to put Scavenging on your weapons and stuff, or you can put on your armor as well. You definitely want to start using Scavenging as soon as possible, because that way it makes it so that you don't actually have to spend all the money on invention later on. I get herb done too before invention. I mean, yeah, herb kind of goes right along with your combats. In all honesty, they definitely go hand in hand. Priv skills. What should I get to 75 first? You're asking the room. Yeah, dungeoneering, but in dungeoneering though, I would definitely go for 90 plus. Dungeoneering has so many good items with it that dungeoneering should be like a high level dungeoneering should be like one of the first things that any RuneScape player works on. In all honesty. Sorry, I was reacting. So my question was, I tried to flip aggression pots when they were at G price 90,000. Next day they were down to 80,000. So I bought some for 90, and the price fell to 80. So If you're doing a, that's basically an overnight flip. So what that basically means is that you are taking a massive risk by buying something and then holding it overnight. And you have to acknowledge that. If you were to buy something and then sell it right away, which is what flipping typically is, then you don't hold as much risk as if you were to hold things overnight. So keep in mind that you're gambling when you hold stuff overnight. It could be higher the next day, it could be lower, and the more you have invested, the more you're gambling. But yeah, there's lots of things that definitely could go up overnight too. And yeah, you really got unlucky with those aggression potions, but I would expect them to go back to 90,000 pretty soon, honestly. You look just like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Awesome, because all the chicks really like him, so I like that. Let's see. Ouch, you must have bought just before Menopause. Yep, he did. I wanted to say that, LMAO, he kind of does. You come here looking like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You mean the mobile perk? Yeah, mobile. Sorry, not the surge. Yeah, well, surge is what you use it for, but yeah, mobile. There is an invention called Joseph Gordon-Levitt looking bitch, which is what you use. Yes, it is. I did my invention through and for combat just because I love PVM. The combat perks are the expensive part. Yeah, they definitely can be expensive, and I've not even gotten all of mine yet. I've gotten some of my good perks and stuff, but not all of them. Mostly because I'm gonna try to get the good components through scavenging. Which, by the way, if you guys have not done the Shattered Worlds, if you throw scavenging on your weapon or your armor and then go to Shattered Worlds, you get a lot of components, and that's one of the places where I'm gonna get a lot of mine too. All right, so let's see what we got here. Special voyages. Derek, I think it's probably your connection. If you're just starting ports, you want to get the death bonus, quite a while. Probably like, I mean, if you're doing it really, being really efficient with it, I mean, it probably honestly would still take you like a month. But his appearance is a nuisance. Flip-flop, you're weird. All the coins I own total up to 20 million. I'm not rich by any means today. I flipped to 5 sets of full bandos over time and made about 3 million. Is this unusual? Unusual in what way? What are you asking? And how are you doing, Zaid? Welcome back. If you're doing a long-term flip over 3 weeks, and the item keeps going down, do you hold and hope it goes up, or do you cut your losses? It really depends on what it is, Charlie. Because if it's something you're projecting by looking at graphs for it to eventually rise back up, then hold on to it. If it's something where you don't think it's going to rise back up, then you might be better cutting your losses, but it really depends on the situation. You could give me the situation if you like to, and I can help you out. You just played ports. I just got back in the game like a month ago. So basically, player-owned ports is a thing where you can go and you'll be doing. You just basically just send ships out. You send ships out, level up crew and whatnot, and then you eventually just get a whole bunch of stuff you unlock. Alright, so basically, I put all these guys in here, and I'm not done with ports yet. I have a lot. I actually have ways to go on ports too. Like I'm close to being done with it, but I gotta level up all my stuff. How much am I over? I'm over by 2,000. Oh, I don't have anything good enough to switch that spot though. Oh well. Let's see. So if you're having a camera audio offset, it has a lot to do with the stream lag. So if that's happening, we'll see if it improves. If it doesn't improve, then what I can do is I can just reboot the stream. So let me know if it's still doing that after a little while. I made roughly 700,000 per flip. I thought that margin seemed high. It really depends. I don't know. It really depends on how long you held them. So if you actually held on to those Bando sets for a good amount of time, like it wasn't like immediately flipping them, and then you said 5 sets of full. Well, for you to make 700,000 for each one is definitely not weird. Invention through fucking Fishermanics is fast and cheap. If you're struggling at the simplistic skill, then you are by far the biggest noob I met. Well, I don't know. Invention, to be fair, Blip Blop, if you've not been playing Runescape for very long, then Invention is kind of confusing. For not buying many at the same time. I mean, all in all, I would not say that you getting 700,000 for the entire set of Bandos is a flip. I wouldn't say that's weird. I would say it's fairly normal, actually. Same situation as Dragon Hides, got around 50,000 stored. Well, then Charlie, if it's Dragon Hides, I wouldn't even worry about it, man, because Dragon Hides are going to go back up during Double Experience Weekend. So throw them in your bank and just set them aside and just wait and call it an investment. They will go back up later, so you will earn money later. Oh, okay, so it was your internet. Okay, gotcha, Katicus. Thank you for letting me know. What perks are good for fishing? I've gotten 1 to 50 invention through fishing only. Yeah, polishing and honed. Polishing is really only good for certain things, but I would definitely recommend honed. Yeah, polishing is really just okay. It really depends on, like, if you're doing waterfall, polishing has no effect. Like doing like top level waterfall, it doesn't do anything. Polishing is not I would assume it works on Menaphos, so you can do it Menaphos, but you don't really need to do fishing very long at Menaphos. So I don't know, it really depends on your situation. Also, furnace. If you're doing furnace, it's really good too. Pretty much honed and furnace are what you want to have on your tools. The only thing is, I don't really recommend doing furnace on something such as if you're doing like the arc, because if you're doing the arc, then you actually want to keep your supplies rather than burn them. Do you know what skills can be trained in Menaphos, not the shipping to other parts of the city, such districts? It's mostly mining, thieving, woodcutting, and fishing. That's the main ones. I am streaming from the west coast. Uncharted Isles, it increases charm rate. You mean chime rate? Yeah, and it can definitely increase your chime rate if you're doing like the smaller fish. If you're not doing the smaller fish, then if you're doing Wobbegong, polishing doesn't have any effect on Wobbegong. I'm just gonna send that one out because they're gonna give me extra distance. So a lot of things in ports are actually unlocked by your distance, and not really about I don't know. Like I'm not. It's kind of difficult to explain if I only say part of it, but distance has a lot to do with your port stuff. I'll just send this one out too. That way I've got everything sent out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go do some of those laps. I just realized I didn't bring teleports or anything again. So we have a scammer basically. Goodbye. As an anonymous user of his Patreon. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you it's kind of, you're kind of obvious about making stuff up when you say you're an anonymous user and you're afraid to use your real name. But thank you for your opinion there, Emma Benson, and goodbye. No, I mean, it sounds like you were somewhere public, and I was just wondering if you're public library. Oh, no, there's just other people in the room. It's a public room. Which do you like, more Prif or Menaphos? Prif is more geared toward higher level stuff. I can say that I'm enjoying both right now. I would, definitely say that both are very enjoyable. I'm actually really enjoying Menaphos, and I can't really give you an honest opinion on that yet because of the fact that it's brand new. So ask me when I'm not so excited about new content. Let's see, mobilizing. Yeah. I just gotta think of where I'm going. I'm gonna go do a few laps of the of this. Actually, I have an idea who that Emma Benson person is. That's funny. There's only probably two or three people that I've ever had to ban on my Patreon site, and I'm guessing it's one of those people. They just get really upset when they do things wrong. They get removed, and then they just then they want to come back and just do stuff like that. It's childish, and I don't really care. Grinding Menaphos for three days, 5 hours each, and I'm only fucking 40,000 reputation. Fucking F86 donkey balls. Bliplob, you do realize you can get 20,000 reputation in 30 minutes if you just do the soul obelisks. The soul obelisks give you 20,000 rep in about 20 to 30 minutes. Got a leg bottom, nice. What's your in real life job? So I've got a few different things I do. So I actually just launched a. You know what? Let me answer the rest of these things, and I'll come back to that, Carlos. Competitor, haha. Yeah, I don't know, honestly. No, not a competitor. It's honestly, I'm literally sure it's one of those people. It's probably the person I most recently banned. And the funny thing is about that person is I actually waited until their entire month of their service was actually over. So on the Patreon, you donate, and you donate a certain amount, and you get a whole month of stuff. So I was nice enough to be, I was patient enough to be very patient and courteous of that person, even though they've been doing things wrong for a while. And I actually waited until their entire month was over, so they were able to get their full month, and then they were banned from Patreon. So they didn't even actually, I obviously will remove people even 2 days after you donate if you do, a bunch of rule breaking and stuff or cause problems for other people, but I was patient and everything enough to let them have their entire month. So I don't see any reason why they should be this spiteful. It's immature. Why don't I stream on Twitch? So I do stream on Twitch actually, not like as like a daily thing. Maybe if a bunch of people actually wanted me to do that. If there's a lot of people that were doing it, then, that were watching and stuff like that, then I probably would do it. But currently, I just do a lot of YouTube content, and then I do the Patreon content. So between those two, that takes just about as much free time as I have for RuneScape, in all honesty. So how long did it take you to make 1 billion on this account, Nancy? So this account has roughly 130 billion right now, and I got my first billion in 30 days. But you have to keep in mind, though, is I was not a brand new player when I started my account. I was starting completely fresh. I didn't have anything from any other accounts, but I knew what to do already. So it wasn't like I was learning from scratch. Oh, look. Hey, look. It's the exact same person. David Kim. Alright. Bye, David Kim. Also, you cannot report me to a JMod because I'm not breaking any Jagex rules. Just to, throw that out there. People can come in and it's the same person, obviously, and that's, you know what, I'm flattered that they're actually taking their time to come in here and speak with us. But Patreon's not a scam, and I'm not really worried about anything like that, so you guys can, like I said, you can always ask anybody in the clan chat and everything like that, too, if you guys have any, you're looking for actual opinions of people who use it. But there are no rules broken by me or anything in Patreon. Actually, it's stated pretty much everywhere that we follow all Jagex rules and whatnot, so there's nothing to... I'm not worried about it. Thank you, though. Yeah, you know what? Please contact the JMods. That'd be helpful, because I'm going to talk to them when I get to RuneFest anyway. When Menaphos came out, let's see, when Menaphos came out, did you end up flipping feathers? I did for an hour and made 12 million because of the 400 GP split, and are the items still profitable for flipping? I haven't tried again since. So I did not start doing that when Menaphos came out, mostly because I was actually working on some other things. I wasn't like on for the release of Menaphos, sadly, because I was actually launching I have a coffee business that I'm actually running in the real world, so I actually was launching it that day, so I was not able to hang out on RuneScape that much that day, which kind of sucks. But obviously real life stuff is more important and priorities. But yeah, I do know that there was some really good money to be made there. Also, I've heard that there are still some margins in those feathers. Obviously, not that high of margins anymore, but I have heard that you can still make money with those too. So you can always feel free to try. I can't really comment too much right now because I don't have any personal experience right now. Peter says, how can you do something wrong? Undercuts? So, no, not really undercuts. They basically were causing a lot of trouble for people in Patreon. Like, they were just... Basically what they're doing right now, they were just trying to trash talk for no reason. And it was honestly, it was because I did not give them special privileges. That's honestly that's what it was. So that person got upset because I wasn't giving them special privileges. They asked for discounts, and they asked for like a leadership role and all this other stuff. And I was actually planning on offering that to them, as I have offered that to other people, but they just really got over the top with it, to the point where when I didn't like give it to them, they started to, started doing kind of what's going on right now, is just a bunch of trash talking. So this isn't anything new. This is not a shock or anything like that. So I do apologize for anybody out there, and if if that person comes back again, I'll just ban them again. But yeah, so please just ignore them. They're just really upset. Do you need a new microphone and desk? Says Peter. Yes, actually. So when people donate things, and thank you, by the way, guys. I saw a bunch of people actually become subscribers. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, when people make donations through like a stream or something like that, I like to kind of let you guys know what it would be going towards, because I'm not like buying drugs with it. So essentially, I am in the need of a new desk and a microphone. So then basically what I will do is any donations I get through the streams, and not just tonight, but all streams in general, is going to go towards a new microphone and everything. So to improve the quality of the streams and everything like that. So that way you guys know, what donations go to right now. Let's see, how many more of these I got? Ooh. 149 out of 250. Okay. Let's see. How did you make 33 million per day off one account? Any advice for me? I want a bill of my own one day. 33 million per day off one account. You can make far more than 33 million per day. Chucky, if you want, you want to like learn some new things, you can always feel free to check out the Patreon page if you'd like to. The person that keeps popping up here and likes to trash talk it is helping me advertise Patreon right now. So I can assure you that it's totally safe. But yeah, you can also just ask any specific questions you have in here. But there are lots of ways to make 33 million or more per day. If I could give you some advice, I would say to work on your levels before you really try to work on making massive wealth. That's probably going to be the first thing I would recommend doing. How's it going, Vincent? Welcome. Zaid, I feel bad for you. You are trying your hardest to get us the best things out there and the best money-making method, and you still get hate. Huge respect for you, man. Well, hey, you know what, Zaid? I really do appreciate that, because I think sometimes people forget that we have feelings too, But anyway, yeah, no, I do try to I do try to come out with like helpful stuff. You know, I want people to learn from my channel. That's kind of the thing is, you know, I just want people to find value in the stuff that I provide. So I'm really glad that you feel that way. Castex, hey man, I'm trying to rebuild after a hack. Any ideas for a good startup? So probably the first thing I would say, man, is probably just go and hit Slayer. Slayer is a great way to start, especially if you are going to be rebuilding. If you do not have 200 million Slayer yet, or if you're not trying to go for that, if you're just trying, if you just have lower Slayer, Slayer is a really good way to just make some solid cash to get back into the game. Doing some Slayer, doing some quests will get you back into the game and everything, and then also improve your levels at the same time, so that when you do rebuild, you'll be further in the game than you were before. Hey, JoeTube, how's it going, man? Hope I learned a few money-making method tonight. Vincent? Yeah, for sure, man. You know what? I'm sure you will learn some new things tonight. I hope so, anyway. LOL, why you doing a go here? Says RuneScape nerd. I don't know. I don't understand what you're asking. Lucky Hayes, Rudy's. Sup, bro? How's it going, man? How's it going? What are soul obelisks? I'm doing fishing because they said it's the fastest. Fishing's not the fastest. The Acadia trees are the fastest as far as grinding rep. If you do crystallize on the Acadia trees, that's going to be the fastest EXP. Sorry, the fastest. Actually, yeah, the fastest EXP and the fastest rep for Menaphos. But if you're looking for a guide on how to do the soul obelisk, you can actually go and hang on 1 second. Had to kick him because I think that RuneScape nerd is actually secretly that exact same person again, being a little bit smarter this time. Still not smart enough, but yeah, you know. Trolls are obvious. Let's see. So, Bliplop, if you're looking for the soul obelisk, I actually recently made a video, like a day or two ago. You can actually go look at my most recent videos. You can see the soul obelisk video. They'll give you a real quick idea of how to do it. What would you say max combat and all skills around 80 prior to trying to make a cash stack? It really depends on how much you're trying to make, Master Gun. If you're trying to make like billions and billions and billions, then I would recommend getting your max cape first, and maybe completionist if possible. That's why you can see, I mean, with what I'm doing right now, I'm basically working on my completionist stuff. I did it in a weird order, but if you're trying to be the most efficient, you want the best chance of getting as much money as possible. Like, you want the best chance of getting mad rich in RuneScape, then I would highly recommend just unlocking everything. Is high-level Slayer or mid-level PVM better? I'm assuming you're going to say, so that question doesn't make a whole lot of sense, actually, Cody, because Slayer is PVM, but I'm assuming you mean bossing. So mid-level bossing is okay, but if you want to get, most of the time, high-level Slayer is going to be more money than mid-level bossing, yes. It's also going to be more worth your time, because then you can raise up your Slayer level, which is always extremely helpful. Especially now that they made it an official 120, it's also really a good idea to do that too. Yeah, and hey, no problem, Kesset. Glad I can help, man. Lucky Hayes says, my combat level is 113, and I haven't even had 100 million, so can you help me? Out and all the other people out that's my level with some money-making guide? Yeah, so the Patreon is where the most up-to-date money-making guides are, but otherwise you can check on my YouTube, you can look at other people's YouTubes, you can use the wiki for money-making methods, all great places to look. But the thing I would recommend out first, Lucky Hayes, is to work on increasing your levels. When you get higher levels and everything like that, it's going to be much easier to make money because you have less things stopping you from profitable methods. That's honestly that's the biggest deal. That's the biggest deal. You have less things preventing you from being able to make more money. Bliplop's going to go watch that now. Awesome, man. Oh, there's 40 people watching. Awesome. Woo! Well, thank you everybody for spending your Saturday night watching my stream. I really do appreciate it. And we're doing Q&A right now, so feel free to fire away on those questions. Overall, what skill do you think could get you the most wealth? I want to start training that skill, even if it's melee. So that's that's kind of that's kind of tough. It's kind of tough because without a whole bunch of I don't even know what Big Ross rate is. I don't know. I have no idea what Big Ross rate is, but thank you. Thank you for coming in here and increasing my the amount of comments. um, oh man, yeah, your Bob died and you didn't notice at a Raxi. Yeah, that can be a problem. I've definitely done that so many times where not even a Rexor, but just at other stuff too. Like I'll just completely forget that that I was like I had a I'll just forget to look at the timer completely and then it'll die and then I'll die, or I'll just have to teleport out. But man, that's happened to me so many times. But Zay, to answer your question as far as what skill, a lot of skills in this game can make a lot of money. So it's kind of hard to tell like what want to make the most because methods are always changing. I can say that if you want something that's make consistent money, I would knock out Slayer. And then if you want to be able to do a lot of consistent Slayer though, then getting a quest cape and also doing getting your dungeoneering up so you have more stuff for Slayer. Both those are going to be really helpful as well. Almost 50 people watching. Holy cow, guys. Are you doing that course for the Agile Top? Yes, I am. Yes, I am, because I have not unlocked it yet because, well, yeah. Actually, I did my super old account, but I've not done it on this one. So, yeah, gotta get that Agile Top. I still have to go with the Agile Legs, too. And thank you so much for everybody who's subscribing right now. It's a subscriber spam, which is pretty awesome. When you first start an account, do you focus solely on flipping until you gain massive amounts of wealth, or do you focus on getting your skills up first? So you can kind of do both at the same time, and the way is basically this. So I would recommend kind of starting up 2 accounts. So you've got your first account, which is going to be your main account, and you're just going to grind up skills and grind skills hardcore. Spend your time doing the most efficient ways to get your skills up. On your other account, that's going to become your alt account, and then on your alt account is where you do all your flipping. So you can do all your flipping and everything while you're actually training your main account up at the same time. And you can even do the companion app. If your alt account is not logged in, then you can use the companion app to do your flipping as well. That's actually how I did my first 1 billion on this account. Was in my first month I made $1 billion by basically I just flipped a whole lot and I did a whole lot of flipping, and then when I wasn't on, I did the companion app. I mean, I was no-lifing it for sure. I was super no-lifing it. I was nerding hardcore because I wanted to get my progress. I wanted to build up my account back up, and just have a new solid account. I really wanted to get 1 billion wealth because I knew that with 1 billion I could start investing and start making some good money. So that was kind of my path. But you can forge your own path and see what works for you. If you really don't like flipping and stuff like that, then flipping for a month and trying to make $1 billion that way would be really miserable. Has anyone really made a bill after becoming a patron? Harsh. I would definitely say yes. Because I'm hoping that there's somebody in here that is able to attest to that. But yeah, there's several people who have made $1 billion or more. Actually, there is on the front page of Patreon. There's actually a list of people who have $1 billion or more on Patreon, which probably needs to be updated actually. So I'm gonna actually go through and ask people what their current bank wealth is on there. But yeah, there's definitely people that have. Batman says you're welcome, and thank you, Batman. Thank you. Why not stream on Twitch? Says Jake. I do stream on Twitch, but I promised everybody on the YouTube that I was going to be doing the YouTube stream tonight. So I told everybody on the friend chat, in the clan chat. A lot of people actually prefer me to do it on YouTube, so I was knocking out a YouTube stream tonight. That's the point, to increase views and sub and like it for support. Well, hey, awesome, man. Hey, I like that. All right. I like the big boss raid thing. Have fun gaming, big boss raid. Hey, bro, are you going to do any more giveaways? Yeah, we'll definitely have some more in the future. I was actually I was trying to actually think of maybe doing some physical giveaways for the YouTube channel. Like, I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes, but definitely going to be giving away some free Patreon passes and stuff like that. But I'm trying to think of some other stuff to do, like just to switch it up a little bit. Chad says, "Hey Cody, how's it going? How's it going, Chad? How are you doing this evening?" I've become proficient in flipping and I want to delve into investing, but it seems to lack the patience. Any advice? So my advice is with that is you would need to have anywhere from 200 to 250 million in gold before you actually really think about doing investing. On the Patreon, there's obviously you've probably already seen it, but there's an investing section on there. But patience is really key with that, and you know the way I guess I can explain it this way. Investing is kind of like being lazy in RuneScape and making a ton of money. If you want to be lazy, which I enjoy being lazy on RuneScape, you know that's what I look for is being lazy on here. And so if you're more interested in being lazy on it and working less to make more money, then investing is probably the way for you. So instead of thinking about it being taking forever, just think about it. You're hardly working at all to make a lot of money over time. Zayd, thank you. Yeah, no problem, man. What dungeon level would you say recommend for E99 Slayer? In all honesty, Josh, I would just grind dungeoneering all the way to 115 at least. But in order for you to really get into 99 Slayer, like if you're planning on going for 99, I would recommend getting at least 90. And the reason why is because at 90 you're able to get the Demon Horn necklace, and then you can do the Infinite Prayer trick with Demon Horn necklace. And then you should have the rest of the useful stuff unlocked at that point too. Yeah, I mean, I would probably recommend that. I understand 90 can take a while, but if you do your sinkholes and everything like that, you know, honestly, it could go pretty quick. Hi, Karsh, Manatee, what's going on, man? I can't see your chair, or I'd ask you to give it a slap. I'm actually sitting in kind of like a bench type thing right now, so it's like a little cafe stand in here. Is buying Guthing gear and turning it into a set still a good money making method? Test it. That's the best way. If you ever trying to figure out something like that, just test it. Akarsh, I did answer your question. Yes, there are people who have made $1 billion. If you check the front page of the Patreon, you can actually see that there are people that have made $1 billion. You can also ask in the Manatee Gaming clan chat. There are people that are members in there. You can always ask there if anybody's made $1 billion. I know there are people who have, so hopefully they're online when you ask. Will you lick your elbow? No, not right now. Good night, man. Gotta sleep. All right, Nabil, have a great one, man. And by the way, guys, Chad T9021 that I just banned is actually the person that was doing all of the issues earlier. So if you saw the person that was like spamming the hate messages, that's who it is. That's the reason why he said that stuff. And then at the very end, he was like, "Add me," and blah blah blah. That's his actual account is Chad T9021. So I don't know why he chose to use his real account and come in here, but I let it go because I thought that maybe he was going to be mature, but nah. I don't know. You know what? I give people too many tries. I give people too many tries. I'm too nice. I'm too nice that people take advantage of it. But all right, good night, Nabil. Have a great one. Oh, there you go, Dr. RS New. We've got someone to attest. Made 1.6 billion. Not bad. I prefer YouTube stream. Awesome, man. Well, hey, I'm glad that I was able to hit this YouTube stream. I do both. I do both YouTube stream and the other one. I might try to hit some more of these. I might try doing more of the YouTube streams in order to, to fill up the 30 days of video streams, the 30 days of videos, because that's a lot of videos. So Q&A streams, man. Are you streaming on Twitch? Says Vincent. Yes, I do Twitch occasionally as well. Managed to get my first rack slide together yesterday. First 2 pieces by 21 kills. Got the last one kill 159. Feels good to see that 130 million coming in. Nice, very nice. Congratulations. Lucky Hayes, he can't really help you with giving you the methods off there, but I'm sure he can give you some advice as to how to. The best advice, honestly, is the best advice that they're going to be able to give you, honestly, is just increase your skills and stuff, and then were saying earlier. Blip Blop, in the video you said there's a limit of 20,000 per day. Yes, yes, you can only do 20,000 rep per day, but it doesn't take very long. It only takes like 30 minutes, and or less, sometimes less. And so, with that being said, then you can actually go do other stuff too. Oh, and I actually know who Dr. RS Noob is now. I was trying to figure out who it was. I know who it is. Man, see, I am a Patreon already. Okay, Akarsh. If you, I haven't found any yet, so... Well, then message me on Discord. Just send me a direct message on Discord. But, I mean, unless you specifically went around asking every person on Patreon who made $1 billion or whatever, I mean, you're going to be kind of hard-pressed to try to find them. There's like 150 members on there. They're not always on at the same time. If you'd like to, send me a message. I can have one of them message you, and they can give you some extra assistance. I can always do that too. If you would like to request to have one of them message you, then I can just hook one of you up, and then it can be like, no, they can give you some advice or whatever, like of what they did. There's quite a few people I can think of off the top of my head actually that are on there, so I can send you a few names, and you can just kind of network with them and figure out, you know, what you're missing there. And 94 Mages, there should be training at Abyss or elsewhere. Tommy Gunn, I would do Mage with Slayer, dude, because Mage is actually probably the best thing for Slayer. That's what I prefer to do it. Actually, my preferred thing of Slayer is Mage, so I would just do Slayer, man. What course is this, and why are you doing it? So basically, what I'm doing is I'm doing the advanced Gnome course right now, and the reason why I'm doing it is because you have to do this 250 laps in order to unlock the Agile Top. Because the Agile Top is not only is it a cool item, but it's also the it's also a requirement for the completion escape. 169 out of 250. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, yep, I see your message. I see your message there, Akarsh. So after the stream, I will send you a message on there. Just send me a reminder though, if you don't mind. Just just remind me of what I was sending you. That way, just in case I forget. I don't think I'll forget, but just in case. You do have to do at the Barbarian Outpost also. You have to do both places. You have to get 250 here, and then you have to do 250 at Barb, which I don't have 250 either one. I have like 150 at both places. So I was missing like 100 laps on each one. The main reason why I never did this is because by the time that I started doing agility on this account and stuff, I did it by other ways. So I never really spent a lot of time on here. Oh, by the way, Karch, which pass do you have, by the way? That'll also answer some questions as well. And Varag is doing a shout out on YouTube. The people that, most of the people that on the Patreon who have made over $1 billion have had combo passes. So most of them have had the money making methods with like investing or something else to go with it. They've all had the money making methods with them because the money making methods make so much money while you're waiting on the investment or the flipping. So I can tell you that right off the bat. If you don't have the money making methods, that would probably be one of the places to start if you wanted to increase how much you're earning on Patreon. Wait, I thought you... Oh, sorry, I already read that one. What do you think of Pamela Anderson? I can tell you that, being an 80s kid, like, growing up in the 80s and stuff like that, and growing up in the 90s, Pamela Anderson was, like, really, really popular then. Not so popular now. I can say that she's kind of cool for doing the, like, environmental shit that she's doing now, but that's really all I can say. Who do you talk to get from Menopause to Softener? You know what? That's a good question because I haven't really tried going between the two. So maybe someone else can answer that? Where'd the name Manatee Gaming come from? So the name came from the fact that I thought manatees are absolutely adorable, and I thought that they would make a good like mascot thing for a brand, like for like kind of like a lot of companies have like their animal. So I thought manatees were amazing, and I was like, let's do that. How much does it cost for Patreon, Michael? Yeah, Michael. It's a lot of different costs. It goes from very, very, very low on up to pretty high. And it really depends on what you're looking for and how much you're interested in donating or whatever. I basically have it set up in many different price brackets that way that no matter what your budget is, you could afford to do it. But you can check out in the link for the stream. You can actually see the link to the Patreon. I'm not really going to go through all the pricing and everything on here because people don't want to hear that. Well, some people want to hear it, but a lot of people don't want me, advertising the entire time. So I'm not trying to do that. What's my favorite Ariana Grande song? I don't really listen to her, so can't really answer. I don't really have a favorite. Yeah, no problem, Michael. You can always feel free, after you take a look, you can feel free to ask me any questions you have or anything like that. If you were thinking about joining or whatever, you can always ask me, like, any questions you have prior to joining. You can also ask anybody in the Manatee Gaming clan chat, too, if you have any general questions about, for people that already have memberships. Or Dr. R.S. Noob is, he's been a member for an extremely long time. Actually, just came back, and he was a member for quite a while. So he's honestly probably seen a lot more of Patreon than most people have. So he's a pretty good person to ask. And he is Fishineer 99 in the clan chat right now. He actually just said open for questions. So hey, by the way, Fish, I do really appreciate that you're helping out in the stream, man. See, that's one of the cool things. That's one of the cool so when it comes to the other player that obviously he's upset and trying to be immature on the stream and stuff like that. It was upsetting to me because a lot of the people that are on the Patreon, it's a community, so we become friends and stuff like that. So when someone does something like that, it kind of hurts. Vincent's gonna buy me a monthly coffee, dude. Vincent, you are the shit. See, honestly, that if you chose the monthly coffee thing, dude, I would be extremely excited. Oh, I just thought of a great idea. You know what I should do? You know what? Just to show my appreciation for those people that buy the monthly coffee thing, what I should actually do is maybe I'll have like a Snapchat channel or something like that where I literally just like post a snap or like something of me drinking that coffee, and then a shout out to whoever has that monthly coffee package. I might try to do something like that. That'd be fun. It'd be really fun because it literally, dead serious. When I'm working on content, working on videos, I'm always spending like $3 to $5 on coffee, so it really does assist. Yeah, cool, Vincent. I'm glad you like that idea. Yeah, I might see if I can get that rolling. I'm starting the Manatee Gaming Twitter. I should have already been up, but I'm actually having an issue because I already had an existing Twitter account for it, and now I don't, for some reason, won't let me access it, and it won't. They're not really helping me to unlock it or whatever. So I think I might just have to make a new one. So that's kind of delayed on the Twitter, but the Twitter will eventually show. It'll eventually show like stream times and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe I'll post my coffee stuff on there. That'd be funny. How do you come up with the things to flip? Is it just testing things out and then doing the math, or is it something you keep track of, like knowing what's useful and watching F? Well, to answer your question, Cole, most likely what I do is I go through a whole bunch of different items that I have an idea that could be good. And then just do a lot of testing. That's really what it is. You know what? I don't feel like doing this guy because I don't care about the X3 XP right now. I just want to get these laps done. But yeah, it's just a lot of testing, and I find items that have good margins. And then when I find stuff that has pretty good margins, and that also buy and sell decently at least, then I just compile a list for that way. So yeah, it's just a lot of time. That's honestly what it is. A lot of time. There's not really any shortcuts to doing that. How do I get into Menaphos? Yeah, so you have to do a quest. It's called the Jack, something Jack. remember what it's called. Look for a quest with Jack in it. But yeah, you go to Alcarid, and then go to talk to Hannison or whatever his name is. I'm terrible with this, but because I don't like quests. There you go, Jack of Spades is what it is. I knew Jack was in it, man. I knew Jack was in it. Jack Daniels, but yeah, drink a bottle of Jack Daniels and then go to the quest. But yeah, go into the palace after you go to the Alcarid Lodestone, and then you'll see the quest marker in there for Jack of Spades. It's super short. It's not even really a quest, in all honesty. And that's how you access. $20 Jesus. Mine didn't take 20 minutes. That took like 5 minutes. If that. You basically just spam. Well, I guess if you actually read through. If you read all of it, then it would take 20 minutes. Okay, thank you. I'm trying to build my bank, but it's slow, so slow, and I lost heart. So it takes time. It takes time. Something that you should keep in mind though is that RuneScape is cool in the fact that the more you do, the more you unlock, the more efficient you get, the faster everything gets. So if you just continue to build up on your account, continue to work on new things, everything like that, then it will become easier and easier. So, don't give up. And, I would focus more on your skills, honestly. If you focus really hardcore on your skills, I mean, the money will come. And also, doing quests and unlocking stuff and all that kind of stuff is going to make it easier to make money because you have less things stopping you from making it. If there's like a really good money-making method out there and you can't do it because you don't have the levels for it, and that sucks. But then you can just do the stuff, and in that way that there's not anything stopping you. Like right now, something I need to do is I need to get my Slayer to 120. I also need to get my comp cape so that I can do some things. So I mean, there's even stuff for me to work on and stuff. So. Also, too, the more of a bank you have, the easier it is. It definitely gets easier the more money you make. So you can kind of think about that too when you think about it. Like every mill you get, or every the more and more money you have, the easier it is to make more money from investing and from flipping. So you can use that as like a motivation. Literally just spacebar through everything. Yep, that's pretty much what I did too. Thanks to RuneScape, I've actually gotten pretty decent at getting a grasp of the story, even though I'm spam spacebar the entire time. I kind of know what's going on. I'm working on Slayer now. You need to spend money to make it. Yep, you do need to spend money to make it. Yes, that's true. So just make sure that the money you're spending is going to smart reasons, though. But yeah, Slayer is a great thing to start working on. If you're doing Slayer, you should work with engineering on the side. That way you can unlock more and more things. Because I don't know what your engineering level is, but if you don't have like Demon Horn unlocked, or you don't have some things unlocked from engineering, then it's definitely a good idea to get that. An idea where your total bank value is at the moment. As far as I know, it's right around 130 billion, but I don't 100% know. It's somewhere between 125 and 135. Face to space. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I used to read things. It's like the Elder Scrolls thing where it's like I used to be an adventurer until I took an arrow to the knee. It's more like I used to read shit until I took a space bar to the face. Oh, your hand was so spare when you realized you can hold space instead of spamming it. Yeah, I actually have my spacebar key. It's actually key bound to my mouse, so I can just click a button on my mouse for the spacebar. It saves your hand. And I thought, oh, never mind. Oh my God, guys. We're so close to nothing. This XP and everything's terrible, but you know what? It's worth it. I'm gonna get that agile suit someday. I will stop slacking and I will get the completion escape. I wish I could just buy the completion escape. Buying all requirements. Alright, how many more do I got to do? 184. Getting there. Dungeoning is so boring. My Slayer is 50 and Dungeoning is 43. Oh my god. Trying more to make money this past month, but starting to shift to leveling more now. So, I can tell you this, Cole. What are you planning on doing with the money after you get it? Or ask you this. What are you planning on doing with it, man? Because if your levels are lower, you're not going to really have much fun with that money. Just, just saying. Like, RuneScape Gold, just RuneScape Gold, dude. Like, alright, say I did this right here. So, let's see. So, what, there's 712 million in my pouch right now, so... Alright, 1 second. Withdraw. 700 million. Alright, so there's 700 million cash. So if you think 700 million cash is a lot, here it is right here. Here it is right here. But, what difference is it making? It's not making any difference. I don't feel any cooler having this amount. Or whatever. Like, having the cash is cool, but when you have more reasons to use it, or more things to use it on, it's much more useful. Like, I can also tell you that at a certain point it's completely pointless. Like, I don't currently have any reason to make any more money. But I just do it because it's fun, and I enjoy it, and I enjoy the economy in RuneScape, I enjoy helping people. But yeah, I mean, like, if you work on your skills, then you'll have more of a thing to do with that money. Like, if you get 99 attack, then, you can buy all the cool weapons, and, you can buy dyes, and you can buy all that kind of stuff. But if you can't kill anything in Slayer, then it's, you don't have anything to use it on. Hey, how much GP per hour do you make when you gargle my balls in your mouth, you whore? Huh. I don't know. I don't know how much. Let's see, but starting to shift a level more now. Hey, I just started back a few weeks now after 4 years. I'm almost max combat. What melee gear would be good for me to get? Let's see. It really depends on what you're planning on doing, Chevy. So what do you plan on doing with it? If you could buy all the comp requirements, what do you think would be a fair price? All of the comp requirements? Oh, Jesus, like 10 bill? Probably 10 bill. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't want to buy the comp requirements because I will be so happy when I get it because of all the hard work I put into it. Let's see. Dungeon is boring. You know what you're doing. Yeah, it's true. If you do dungeoneering a certain way, it's not boring. Like, do sinkholes, do your daily dungeoneering stuff like that. Let's see. Do you have any tips on how to make cash? Trying to save for a Nox Scythe. Attacker. There's like a billion different ways to make cash, man. That's really vague. You can check out the Patreon page if you'd like to. You can also check out several of the videos on my channel. There's so many ways to make money. It's ridiculous. But yeah, those are great places to start. Do you think you will have a trillion someday? I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. That'd be cool. And maybe, because I don't have any plans on stopping playing anytime soon. So maybe, I don't know. Manatee, I have 200 million in all my stats and best in slot gear. What are some good bosses I can do to make money? Wait, if you have 200 million, if you're 5.4 billion with both best in slot gear, how do you not know what good bosses you can do to make money? All right. Well, anyway, if you don't, Telos is going to be probably your best thing, and Next Angel of Death. Try those two. I love to PVM Boston Slayer. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it when I do it. But RuneScape's always been about the economy. That's my thing. It's always been about the economy for me. That's my favorite thing about the game. I'll have to look up a good dong guide then. Yeah, look up that good dong guide, man. Just don't search for a dong guide in Google because that's going to have some really bad results. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, if you're looking for dong guides, not dungeoneering guides, that would be what you're doing wrong. But dude, sinkholes. Start doing sinkholes. Sinkholes is a great way to start because you can start to get pretty fast EXP with very, very little work. RFL dungeon. Let's see. How would you know something would rise in price, my friend? So thermometer. Most of the time, when I know something's going to rise in price, it has to do with game updates and also just where the market is going. The graphs are a great way, but it's mostly two things: graphs and game updates. If the graphs are pretty obvious it's going to rise again, then that's how you can tell. Or if there is some game updates that would influence some things to rise, that's another reason. Those are probably the two biggest, most common reasons why or how you can tell for something to rise. There's a couple other things, but smaller things. Thanks for the info, Manatee. When I have more cash, I'll probably pledge on Patreon as you're one of the only YouTubers I have seen who actually know what they are talking about. Well, hey, I really do appreciate that. That's a massive compliment, man, and I really do appreciate that. If you do decide to do the Patreon, then you can feel free to ask me any questions you have. You can also join the Manatee Gaming clan chat in the game and ask anybody in there. There's plenty of members in there too. But there are plenty of YouTubers who know what they're talking about. It's just some YouTubers just specialize in certain things. Like for me, making money in RuneScape is what I do. Because like I've said a trillion times, the economy is what I like. So that's the reason why. It's not that I just know more than everybody else. It's just that that's what I do in the game. There's other YouTubers that do PVM and stuff, and then I would not be able to touch them on PVM. And I'm well aware of that, and I acknowledge that because that's not what I do. People do their own things. Your face reminds me of my favorite punching bag. Awesome. So that means I encourage you to get a good workout. I see. Okay. I have a hard time finding people personally. Finding people personally. Well, I got you. Well, hey, man. If you ever have any other questions or anything like that, Attacker, feel free to always hit me up. You can always post and comment on my videos. I actually do read all the comments in the videos, believe it or not. It's one of my favorite things to do. I find it really fun. That's the reason why I always try to reach out whenever anybody has any questions. I always try to help you guys out. Who's your all-time favorite RuneScape YouTuber, whether they are active now or not? That's tough. That's tough. I can tell you who my current favorite YouTuber is. So my current favorite YouTuber is Raikesy, or however you say his name. It's like Raikesy. He's an old school RuneScaper. He's probably my favorite right now, just because his accent is so hilarious. Hilarious. If you've not watched one of his videos, check it out. Totally advertising him here, and that's totally fine. And yeah, he's really, really funny, and he also does some very entertaining series. I would say that he probably has the most entertaining series of any YouTuber that I've found currently. Myself included. I watch the series and I'm like, man, I can't touch that. He has a series where he'll have a goal where it's like, I have to make 100 million gold in 24 hours, otherwise I have to stake my bank. And then he does it. He actually stakes his bank. It's hilarious and it is so entertaining to watch. So that's who my favorite is right now. I was lucky with Double Experience Weekend. I picked up a Luck the Dwarves for about 36 million, so I have that as an investment. Nice, Attacker, nice. Yeah, I don't have any idea what's going to happen with those, man. I actually thought they would have already crashed by now, but they're actually holding pretty solid. A friend is the best in my opinion. Yeah, a friend makes good videos and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't really find a friend to be that entertaining. That's my thing. He makes good informational videos, but I don't think I've ever laughed at a single one of his videos. So when I look for other YouTubers and everything like that, I look for someone to make me laugh, someone to make gripping my seat. This is I'm watching something awesome and it's funny. So he doesn't deliver that to me. So it's just not what I'm looking for. So that's probably the reason why he's not my favorite. And Bodhi's okay. I'm not going to get into the Bodhi thing, but yeah, no, Bodhi's cool. I remember when I could have bought a Luck the Dwarves for 8, but passed on it thinking it would drop. 8? It's never been 8. It's always been maybe when it very first came out, but it jumped up to 35 million right away. They keep going up 2 million a day roughly. I told someone to pick up a Luck the Dwarves, and he told me it wasn't going to. he wasn't going to get when I said it was about the investment. He laughed. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those situational things, man. It's one of those situational things, man. It could have went bad, but yeah, it's working out, which is good. Why are you not on Twitch? So I'm not currently doing like a regular schedule on Twitch or anything like that, but I do Twitch every once in a while. If people, depending on the overall popularity, like maybe when my YouTube channel gets like 10,000, then maybe I'll start doing like an actual Twitch like schedule. But right now, man, I'll be honest with you, like a lot of my time is taken up between my like actual in real life stuff that I do as for work, and then like trying to do the Patreon and the YouTube and everything like that. It's already quite a bit of work. It already takes up a lot of my time. So for me to add streaming into that, yeah, there'd be a lot of work. I mean, maybe we'll see. Like I said, it all depends on the popularity. And I will not lie. The reason why I would go to Twitch would be to make money. Obviously, it would be to earn money. So if people were like making a bunch of donations and stuff on Twitch, then cool. Twitch over YouTube Live, in my opinion. Yeah, no, I agree. I actually do like doing Twitch more. But I actually promised people that I would do it on YouTube today. So that's the reason why we're here on YouTube today. Also, this video is actually part of the 30-day video challenge. So that's another reason why it's on YouTube today as well. Because this video will actually be saved to the YouTube. Let's see. Are you hoping to do YouTube full time eventually? No, probably not. I've never really ever thought about doing YouTube as a full time, full time employment. No, it just doesn't make enough money right now. Maybe ask me if I have like 50,000 or 100,000 or more subscribers. Maybe my answer would be different, but it's not definitely not worth it at this time. I struggle to solo Krill, yet I have 90 attack and let's see. So, I struggle to solo Krill, yet I have 98 magic and 90 defense, 90 HP, so I suck. I use Knock Staff and full Gano set, yet I can't even get a full hour on slowest. So, I would probably recommend you don't use full Gano and you just go with DPS armor, because Krill is not really about trying to tank his big hits, it's actually about killing him before he uses them. So, focus more on the DPS and actually doing more damage to him quicker, and you'll probably have more luck with Krill. If you just try to tank through Krill and tank his big ass hits, I mean, that's not gonna work out. Also, I have found personally that I actually enjoy using melee more on Krill, and I use a Nox Scythe when I go there, and I just use max DPS and I just wreck him. I can also say that Krill is not my favorite boss. I actually don't really enjoy doing Krill. I do have to go back at some point in order to get my pet, but I don't really enjoy Krill much. Twitch is better for chat, but if it's better for the streamer, you gotta do you, boo-boo. Yeah, I mean, Twitch is better for the chat. Twitch is also better for the music. Like, for example, this is all royalty-free music and copyright-free music, so that's why I'm playing on here, but I'd rather be playing real music. So no, I do enjoy Twitch more, believe me, I do. But there you go. You guys want to see dedication to my fan base and everything, dedication to my followers? I did this for you guys. I did this for the people who wanted it on YouTube tonight. Let's see. Tecker get here. He's a burnout Manatee. Is the Manatee Gaming I fell in love with. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm definitely not burnout, man. I'm definitely not burnout. I'm really having a lot of fun doing the 30-day video challenge. Actually, it's actually revitalizing my interest in making more videos. So I'm actually, yeah, it's a good thing. Definitely a good thing. I camp for 3 to 4 hours straight. Yeah, definitely. When you have good gear, you can do that. What armor you suggest for DPS armor? So you can use Malevolent if you want to. If you don't want to use Malevolent, you can also use the Anima Core of Zeros. I personally use Anima Core of Zeros. I actually use Anima Core for pretty much everything I do. And that's mostly because I don't augment my gear, because I just don't care. I augment my weapon, but that's it. And sometimes I don't even do that, because I just don't care. And maybe if I was like, hardcore PVM all the time, and that would augment all my shit. But I don't. So I don't have any interest in that. When I go for Insane Final Boss, I'll probably augment all my stuff. But yeah, right now I would use Animacore of Zeros with the Nox Scythe, and then use Supreme Overload Salve. Supreme Overload Salve gives you a huge advantage against Krill, because the Supreme Overload Salve will make it so you get massive boost to your stats, and also will give you a prayer renewal, and it will also get rid of all that poison that Krill does. So if you don't have those, I recommend getting those as well. How's it going, PK Furnace? What's going on, man? I may have just made a big mistake. I got a shadow die from my clue scroll and looked at the forums. Everybody said the price was crashing, so I panicked and sold for 744 million because everyone just says that to manipulate the price. Yes, they do that to manipulate the price. Did you sell in the Grand Exchange or to a person? Big Blip Blue. I'll donate $5 to give me 300 million in game money in exchange. No, I'll pass on that. Actually, you could say you're donating $20,000 and I would not give you 300 million, just because I'm not going to trade any money for RuneScape Gold. 100,000% not worth it. In the GE, okay, well if you sold in the GE, there's good news for you. You can always rebuy it. Because whatever you sold in the Grand Exchange, you can always rebuy it for the same price. Because that is called an instant sell, which I'm sure that you instant sold it. Which means that technically the slow buy price is that price. Which, once again, means that you really did not get ripped off, because if you sold it in the Grand Exchange, that means that's probably what its value closer to reality. That's probably what its value actually is. So I'm trying to say, good God. So don't really worry. I wouldn't worry about it too much, man. I would just be excited that you got 744 million out of the clue and be happy with that. Blip Blop, you don't like me, do you? No, I don't mind you, man. People like you are what makes the stream exciting. No, you can troll, you can say all the stuff you want, dude. I don't care. I'm not one of those people that people say stuff and then you get all upset about it or whatever. I just don't do that. And I think a lot of the reason is because number one, I own a few businesses in real life, so customer service is something I deal with. But also with playing RuneScape for so long, in total, not on just this account, but in total, I've been playing RuneScape since 2001. So that's 16 years of RuneScape or so. So I've definitely gotten used to toxicity, and I don't react to it. Look at this guy, you're on YouTube, right? This guy noticed me. Noticed me, Golem Man. Oh, and I just realized I got both rocks. Okay, that makes this trip 100% worth it. Let's see. Also, really have to do it. Trying to read and do it at the same time. What would you suggest for magic DPS armor, as that's my main form of combat? My attack is quite bad compared to it. Well, I would recommend that you do work on your melee at some point, but I definitely feel you, because I'd rather use mage any day than use melee. I don't like melee that much. Actually, the scythe was the first thing that made me actually somewhat enjoy melee, but I still don't like it that much. But if you're using magic DPS, then just use the other Animacore armor. So there's Animacore of Saren. And so Saren is basically it's the mage version of the Animacore. So you can use that, and then you can use your Nox Staff, or you can use Seismic Wand. The Seismic Wand and Offhand are going to give you a slightly higher DPS, but not that much more. So you can just use your Nox plus that. If you don't have the Supreme Overload Salves, that's going to make a big difference. And also, if you don't have 295 Prayer, that's going to make a big difference as well. Do you have most of your money tied up in investments, or just sitting in the Grand Exchange? In investments, actually. I don't have very much cash right now. I think between all my accounts, and I'm just saying this because you asked, but I think currently maybe 5 billion is what I have in cash. So hardly anything is what I have in cash right now. Or Virtuous. I mean, you're saying Virtus? Yeah, you can use Virtus. Hey, haha, hey man, I'm the one running with you. I didn't know you were alive. Hey, how's it going, Anthony? Yeah, dude. Go Golem, man. Go Golem. Salve is overkill. Overloads are plenty. So, I would agree with you. The only thing is, though, I would say that salves are worth it. The reason why is because they save you slots. If you're using just a standard overload, which you should never do, by the way, you should never use standard overloads on anything. So with that in mind, you would want to use at least a holy overload. Don't ever use regular overloads. They're actually more expensive to use than a holy is. Yeah, actually, if you guys want to think about that, the regulars are actually more expensive than a holy. So keep that in mind. So, but the salve will make it so you don't have to bring up a anti-poison, and also that you are able to not use a renewal. So you're saving 3 slots. Well, your one slot is essentially 3 slots. So that's kind of the reason why it's worth it. Yeah, you get 2 free sips, but on top of the free sips, you actually get a chance to make extra potions too. You guys got to remember that too. So when you make holy overloads, speaking of prayer or herb lore, I've only got 4 120s. I know, as a YouTuber, I'm letting you all down, right? All right, so herb lore time. So basically, when you make holy overloads or any overloads, you have a chance to save extra potions. So then you essentially get more than just 2 doses. You also get extra entire potions too. So it's pretty awesome. Yeah, like Gamer Tease, he's explaining it really well. Just read what Gamer Tease is saying. My prayer is 92, main reason I'm bossing at the moment, so I can try and make some cat prayer and the other skilling. So I would recommend, man, actually to do more Slayer rather than doing bossing. Then, if you're not maxed, then Slayer is going to give you more consistent money. It really is. The only time I use standard overloads is to use the flask that I get from Araxi, so I can turn them into vials for other types. I gotcha. That makes sense. Venom Blood perk's useful too. It is useful to use the Venom Blood. The only thing about Venom Blood is you could be using a better perk. So using the salves allows you to not use that perk, and you can use a better perk. Bob says, "Sexy cape." Thanks, man. I appreciate it. This was my first 120 cape, and I really like it still. It's still like my favorite one. I actually really like the Fletching one, but I do like this one also.
Okay, no, that was just an immediate response. That was the start. That was like, you said that. And then you just...
If you guys need to logistical plan to create your supplies, hit me up. I'm a logistics specialist. Awesome, man, awesome. I do a lot of that myself, because I do product-based businesses, so lots of logistics. I agree, but I believe Attacker doesn't have any unlocked. Yeah, no, yeah, totally right. And I also agree with the things you said too. It just really depends on how you look at it. Also, when it comes to spending the extra money for the salves too, because I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to make Supremes or salves or whatever because they're expensive, and they are expensive, but you are able to do like it makes things easier, so it's more fun to use them. So you're kind of paying for more fun, and if you're doing something profitable, then you'll make the money back still anyway. How are Luchador tokens? I plan on doing another buyout soon. I haven't checked Luchadors for a little while. I definitely don't plan on doing a Luchador buyout anytime soon. Yeah, I don't know. Stay tuned. Better to use Supreme overloads over regular? All overloads are better over regular. But I would not use Supreme on everything, though. I would use Holy on most things. Like, if you're doing Slayer, Holy is fine. Holy is preferred. Actually, I actually like to use Holy more than Supreme for Slayer. And the reason why is because Supreme does not give you the prayer renewal, which Holy does. What do you think of the Ring of Dwarves? As far as what? Like, what part of it are you asking about? Gamer says, yeah, e-commerce, I know you. I'm Shivno Hacks. Yep, I remember you, man. I run an e-commerce business too. We should mastermind. Yeah. You never know. We could definitely find something to work out and such. I will say that I've been doing e-commerce since I was 15 years old. So a lot of my stuff has kind of evolved past simple e-commerce, and so it's, I don't know. We can see. I have no idea what kind of operation you're running either, so we can find out. I'm always interested in networking. My Slayer is about 66, and I have 128 combat. Mainly Magic Combat is 74. Was the fastest, most profitable way to level it up. Slayer. Slayer, just do Slayer, man. If you only have 66 Slayer, you should be that's what you should be doing. Yeah, so just awesome. Since you're 15 also, so I have a lot more than 8 years for me, but I'm not really trying to compete or anything like right here. I'm just saying that that's good. That's good. If you have some good experience, then that's for sure. You know, obviously two e-commerces cannot always work together, but you know we can always find ways to collaborate. Let's see. Do some PvM max gear with max gear for the community. Oh, for me to do it? Yeah. Okay. When I go for my insane final boss, I will. I'm like when I go for insane final boss, I'll get tier 92s and all that kind of shit. I just don't have any reason to do it right now because I don't do enough PvM, and I'd rather just use the money to invest. But when I go for an insane final boss, I will. I will be doing that. Let's see. You should buy out raw turkey meat. What is raw turkey meat? It's one of those random ass items, isn't it? Where are you streaming from? I'm streaming from actually like a community room. It's not a coffee house, but there are people in here. Clue scroll rise. I don't really recommend anybody even does clue scrolls because I don't like them. But I would wait personally. I would wait to do clue scrolls until the Hound comes out, or whatever they're going to make it for RuneScape 3, where it's the pet. And we're going to get a clue scroll pet sometime soon. So I would personally, if you look at how much money you actually make by doing clues, I mean, yeah, it's cool when you hit like a die or something, but like a lot of people don't ever hit a die, you know. And if you do, it usually takes you hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. You could have made that money anyway. I have 9 in Summoning, and this guy in game has 9 in Slayer, and we're arguing over which one's harder to get. Which one do you think? Definitely Slayer. Summoning is extremely easy. Summoning is like extremely easy. Masterminding is simply sharing ideas, finding new opportunities, and also just mailing minds. Fuck competition. There's enough internet real estate to go around. Yeah, no, for sure, gamer. I 100% agree. Yeah, you should send me a message on YouTube, and then we can definitely collaborate sometime. Definitely do some networking and stuff, man. That'd be fun. I need 90 more trial hours until not scythe. Not little turkey, not tucky. Yeah, okay, turkey. So raw turkey? What the hell is raw turkey? Scythe donation. Yeah, so also gamer. So I actually just launched my very first like non-e-commerce related business. Well, not very first. I should say my first scalable plans to get bigger non-e-commerce. So I've had like some other stuff that I've done in real life, which is not e-commerce for my businesses, just like personal training and whatnot. I do personal training and stuff like that, but you know, you don't make like a ton of money off personal training. You're not going to make millions off personal training or nothing like that. So, like, I mean, well, you can, but you know what I'm saying. But this new idea that I just launched, it's a coffee-based business, and I'm actually in the process of launching that, and I just got my first client, just did my first show with that, so that was exciting. That was actually on the day that Menaphos, I believe on the day that Menaphos got launched, so that's kind of why I missed that, but yeah, so that's what I'm mainly working on in real life right now is getting that up. But I'm actually planning on buying a warehouse, like a small warehouse, and starting to do some distribution out of there and do some online sales from it because I love online sales, obviously. But yeah, working on like doing my first brick and mortar. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. But I also have the e-commerce stuff going on, but a lot of that's kind of autopilot at this point. I've made 80 million today from clues. LOL. Don't know if a ring is worth buying. I mean, you can always think about it this way, man. You can buy the ring and you can always resell it. Like, it doesn't degrade or anything like that. So you can always resell the ring if you don't like it. Don't say I'm doing a clue right now. Okay, so look, Josh. See, like, I'm also biased because I have a lot of money on this game. So with the fact that I have a lot of money in this game, there's no incentive for me to do clues because clues. Okay, well, say I get a die. Say I get a die right now. Okay. Like, yeah, I'd be excited, don't get me wrong, I'd be really excited, but the only thing is, though, is it's not like a game changer for me. Okay, I just did the Menaphos quest, what should I do here now? So, I mean, honestly, the first thing you should do is go get your journal. So go get the journal. And after you have the journal, watch my video about the soul obelisks. And then after you watch my video about soul obelisks, probably go do the soul obelisks. And then just like, try and like check out Menaphos and like see what's going on. Just like find out, what you feel like doing in the city. There's a lot to that city actually. So those are the things I would probably start out with first. I would go get your journal and then start learning how to do soul obelisks and then kind of go from there. Oh, and by the way, everybody just left. So it's going to be so much more quiet in here. I'm so happy. And I think I might almost be done with these laps. Oh my god. Should I get it? All right, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I should actually grind out the freaking agile top tonight? Because I don't think I'm that far away. We getting this? 217 out of 250? Yeah, we're getting it. We're getting it. Oh my god, Varag. We found Varag. Varag, by the way, is a Patreon member. Hey! So we were dancing. Oh my god, I saw him before and I'm like, who is this guy dancing over here? That's funny. That's awesome, man. How do I send a message? I'm on your profile. So if you're a subscriber, then there should be a message that says like in the about section of the YouTube. What stats and gear would you suggest for Vindicta? Me and a friend want to be able to do him for an hour, as he seemed to be tons more profitable when a guy in my clan who was max took me there for 10 million. Okay, so to be honest with you, I'm not really the person to ask about that. Maybe somebody else in the chat can help you. My biggest thing with that is I haven't been back to Vindicta since they changed Vindicta. So I can't honestly give you the best opinion. What I can say is that you should use tier 90s at least. You should at least use tier 90 for your weapon. And then probably just use, you could probably use Malevolent Armor, or, honestly, just using tier 90 as a weapon and using fairly strong armor. But someone else is probably going to give you a better answer on that. I'm just going to be honest. I don't like giving answers where it's something I don't know a lot about. Other bosses I can give you more information. I have not been back to him though. 1 hour a day for 2 weeks at Exile Cal Fights Blue Charms will give you 99 summoning. Yeah, you can do that. Just doing Slayer in general will give you 99 summoning as well. Summoning is harder because it costs you money to level, whereas Slayer you gain big profit along the way. Also, let charm collecting without imp is hard. Here's the thing though, Bliplop. You should have the charming imp before you do Slayer, or before you do a high level Slayer. So you're going to have the charming imp. Also, summoning is not harder because you get it while you're doing Slayer, and then you get more experience for summoning than you do for Slayer. But yeah, there's more on that. Actually, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. In about 1 second. Use the restroom real quick, and I'll be back to answer questions. Alright guys, I'm back. That's some good trail mix, boys. I'm so excited I'm finally going to have this agile top. I'm totally getting it. Alright, give me 1 second, guys, and I'll get back to the questions here. 1 second. I think Varag is also getting the top. I also still badly need my agility top. Or not my agility top, my pet. I still really need the agility pet. Alright, let's do this. Alright, gamer, I'll read your response later on. Or your message you sent me later on. Alright, I would have to just disagree. Slayer is easy. I'm level 69 and really enjoy Don't know what that means. So Slayer takes a lot more time than summoning. I'm just going to say that. The reason why summoning is so easy, just to give you an example here, I have 62 million summoning. I have 28 million Slayer. Slayer is way slower. I would say that Slayer is obviously more fun. But the thing is, though, is like summoning on Double Experience Weekend is 12 to 14 million per hour. So it's stupid fast. And then you don't even really train it because you just pick up charms as you go, as you kill other things. I may quit RuneScape because of the Hazelnut Signet Ring and the new sigils. What do you think about them? Why would they? Why is that? How is that even a reason to quit? Like, how is that even a reason? I don't understand how that's even a reason why you would quit RuneScape. That is 10 minutes. 10 minutes, not. That was 10 min, not million. Ran out of characters. Huh? Oh, I know what you're talking about, but so you okay. Attackers, in your opinion, is it worth grinding out the other to get Silverhawks or just doing agility conventionally? I'm currently 82 agility. Definitely worth getting the Silverhawk boots, but don't use them until you're 90. Use them from level 90 on up, but don't use them before level 90. But yeah, they're definitely worth getting. I'll just force him to tank gamer as. Oh, you're talking to him. Blah 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 blah. Bob Johnson, Manatee Gaming. Can you answer Blip Blob's question? I don't have a question of his that I didn't answer. I don't think. Use major range. Which is your quick jack off sesh? Nope, not right now. For budget, I would just blah blah blah. If your teammate is anything, you guys are all talking to each other. Leaving laptop must be a nice community. Well, I can tell you this: everybody here is rich. I'll just be honest. I am like one of the most. I am one of the brokest people in this entire building. I've seen accidentally some people's bank information, and there are several people here that are millionaires. So I live in a rather upscale place, like a very upscale place. Like this place is really expensive. It's kind of the reason why a lot of my money goes down to the drain to bills. So yeah, no, I don't have to worry about it because they wouldn't even care. Like they'd be like, "Hey, look, another laptop." I asked my clan and 4 people claimed something is harder because they got 99 something before Slayer. That doesn't even make any sense. If they got it before Slayer, then why would they say 99 summoning was harder? Gamer, you just said the same thing back and forth too. You said that Gamer says I got summoning in 76.96 in 3 hours. I can't get 76.96 hour game summoning in 3 hours. What? Just sat here listening to you, Manatee, while I'm leveling Slayer magic. Be damned if my magic is my first 99. Oh man, okay. So a newer player, I got you. Well, that makes sense, man. Yeah. Well, what I can tell you though, dude, is just just take your time. Take your time in RuneScape, and build up your stuff as you go. It's really good. You're making goals and stuff like that. And if you enjoy magic, knock out magic first. Varag asks, why not do all these laps on daily challenge? Because that would require me to. And by the way, fireworks are going off like crazy outside. Because that would require me to not do my daily challenges on better things. The agility does not give you very good experience for the daily challenge, so it's not worth doing that. Otherwise, I would. If it actually gave... I really wish that they would rework daily challenges to make them all worthwhile. Like, I don't understand why we only have a few things, and that is not someone to talk to. Holy shit. No, stop. This is bullshit. There's more people 99 Slayer than summoning. See, you asked which one is easier. Summoning is definitely easier. It's like 12 million an hour. You asked which one's easier. You didn't ask which one's like more fun. Did you get a Slayer dungeon yet? Nope, not yet. I'm going to be working on that pretty soon, but I have not been able to dive into that yet. Slayer's been out longer. That's also true. Slayer has been out longer than Summoning by far. I actually remember when Summoning was released. It was a shit show. Good luck with what you're doing. I need to do Invention. Yeah, for sure, man. Knock out that Invention. That's because you don't do Slayer on double experience. Yeah, that's also true. You don't do Slayer on double experience. He thought it was way too overpowered. I wouldn't say it's way too overpowered. Number one, those sigils are freaking impossible to get. Like, have you actually tried? If you're talking about the Shattered Worlds, like sigils, like getting those sigils, they're like super fucking impossible to get. Like, they take forever. But if you're talking about like Signet, the Hazel Signet being overpowered, I mean, I would not say it's overpowered. Also, they're like insanely, ridiculously hard to get. So there's that. I mean, not enough people are gonna have them anyway. Gamer, it's called being a pussy. I temporarily broke Manatee. Yep, I think you did. Then why do you whine that you have such big bills? About what? Then why do you whine? You didn't... I'm so confused. What are you referring to? I get you're talking about me saying that my bills are expensive. Yeah, they are expensive. And I do bitch about them being expensive because they're expensive. Gamer says I meant Slayer. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I know. I knew what you meant, dude. I was just giving you a hard time. Because you and somebody else didn't make any goddamn sense at the same time. We'll be making a video on the daily challenges worth doing. There actually already is a video that explains daily challenges and how to stack up daily challenges. Like, as you see my challenges right here, I got these all stacked up. I got 5 right now. I'm going to re-roll these bitches into something I actually want. And so I actually, I actually explained that in a video. If you go look through my, look back through my stuff, you'll be able to find that. I'm not a new player. I quit for a year. Started about 7 or 8 years ago. Okay, well, okay. More of a casual player, I guess. More of a casual player, which is totally cool. I guess what I meant was I was just surprised that you did not have a 99 yet. Not saying anything bad about you. I was just surprised. Most people that I interact with, they have 99s, like tons of them. Thoughts on the Hazelmere ring? How much is it going for? No idea how much it's going for. Not really any thoughts because I really don't care about it. That's probably the biggest reason I don't really care about it. And yeah, that's everything. I don't really care. Don't really care about it. I can't really comment. I honestly I haven't even looked into it much. I can say that it's. No, I really can't say anything about it. Sorry, I can't say shit about it. Another person broke Manatee. I did 50 million XP killing Mustboss and Dark Beasts and not got the Hazelmere Signet ring yet. Well, it only just recently became droppable. This guy is a fucking idiot for calling me a noob or having only 81 Slayer when he has only 64 summoning and I'm 99. Maybe he is. I mean, he's obviously an idiot for calling you a noob in the first place, but if you extend Delve into Daemonheim, it'll give you 120,000 XP. I get way more than 120,000 when I extend it. I get over 300,000, but it depends on your level. Read your comments sooner than you'd know what you am talking about. Learn more English, and I'd be able to read your comments. I don't have 99 yet. Getting close to my magic though. With my magic though. Awesome, Tommy Gun. Someone bought Hazel Rings on G and Max Cash on accident. Huh. Well, I hope that that's not a bad decision. Yeah, I was going for 90 woodcutting to begin with, and I got bored of that. When I got back from being quit, got into bossing, and now go daily and use magic and enjoy it. So I said, screw it, 99 magic. Yeah, I mean that's a good idea though, man. For real. Especially with Slayer, though. Like I was saying, like Slayer is really good. Josh, it wasn't an accident. Scuzzy wanted to buy a max cash stack on GE. Bob got wrecked. Yeah, Bob did get wrecked. Ugh. Yeah, I don't like Scuzzy, in all honesty. You know, I can say this though. I like Scuzzy is not bad at making videos. Like he's okay. He's okay at making informational videos. But Scuzzy is an idiot. He really is. He's a dipshit. And I can attest to this because I literally had him on my team at Barbarian Assault, and he didn't know how to play Barbarian Assault. You want to explain to me how somebody who supposedly legitimately got their 5.4 billion doesn't know how to play Barbarian Assault in the collector? He was a collector. All you do is pick up eggs. Like, So no, there's very, very few people that I will literally talk trash about. Scuzzy's one of them. I can say that Scuzzy makes informational videos, and he's far better at making informational videos than he is at being a person. Learn to decipher you is by the I more. I meant I, not you, you dumb. I didn't understand what the hell you just said there either, Bob. Learn to decipher you is by the I more. Yeah, word. Did you get my very detailed message? I haven't looked yet, gamer, because I'm on stream. But I will look. I will look later. He's literally number 2 in the high scores. Oh, I know he is. I could be number 1 in the high scores also when the new skill comes out if I also whip out my credit card. Yeah, definitely guaranteed. Honestly, it's basically just like who can buy bonds faster. And I understand you can't buy the brand new skill because they make it so that, you know, blah, 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 blah. But once you whip out the credit card and you buy bonds to get money and it's a buyable skill, which Invention was a buyable skill, not too hard to do that now. How long does it take to get the Thaler for Silverhawks? And what's the best way for Thaler per hour? So my recommendation for Thaler is going to be for you to I'm reading. I'm trying to read blip blop bob stuff, and it's difficult. So how long does it take to get there? So it doesn't take that long. If you do a spotlight event, which I recommend you only do spotlighted games. Spotlighted game will be 1 Thaler per minute, so it won't take that long. Definitely well worth it, as well as some other things from Thaler. The best way to do that though is to find the mini games you actually want to do. Like, for example, if you want to get bonus experience and stuff like that, then do, like, heist and stealing creation and stuff like that. But, like, target games you actually want to do, and then wait for their spotlight to come around, and then just grind them. Oh my god, 233, guys. 233, only 17 more to go. Oh my god. Idea connected. What did he say about the guy who called me a noob? You disconnected, I got you. Why are you yelling at us? I don't even remember getting Silverhawk boots. I logged on and searched for silver in my bank, and I found I had them and made my friend who was trying to get them rage really hard. That's awesome. You probably got them from the holiday event. If you were on during the like Christmas event kind of thing, the last holiday event they gave out Silverhawk boots. How much longer will you be streaming? I don't know. There's probably between 40 and 50 people watching the stream right now, so. I don't know. I'll probably stream for a little bit longer. I don't know exactly how long. I'm gonna get this agile top, and then I might go do a couple dungeons, and then I might end the stream with that. But we'll see. Because I actually have some more Patreon stuff I gotta send out to those boys over in Patreon. I gotta send out a new Flip Mastery list, so I got stuff to do. Do you have a trick for finding items for flipping? I'm having trouble finding items that are expensive enough to make a significant amount of money. So my first recommendation, my friend, is to not look only for items that are expensive. Just because they're an expensive item does not necessarily mean they're going to make the most money flipping. Now, yes, there are a lot of good margins to be made on bigger items, but you can definitely make some surprisingly good items on some cheaper items that have a good buy limit. But honestly, you really gotta dig around. It takes a lot of time, And after you've been finding items for a while, then you'll know what to look for, and it becomes easier and easier and easier. For me, it's not that difficult to find items because I've been doing this for too long. So your best thing is just to practice looking. Practice looking. Keep a list of stuff that you find that's good, and continue improving your list as you go. No, I'm Mexican, you taco bitch. I'm so confused. How am I the taco bitch, or him, or whoever you're talking to, if you're the Mexican? So much is not making sense. Favorite thing to do outside of RuneScape? Probably. That's tough. That's tough. I'm kind of a fitness nut. That's for sure. I'm kind of like a fitness junkie. I do really enjoy fitness. I really enjoy helping people with their fitness and nutrition and stuff. I really enjoy cooking. Kind of goes along with nutrition. So that's probably my favorite thing outside of it. I also really enjoy just like exploring, traveling. I really enjoy coffee. I really enjoy making coffee, learning about coffee, stuff like that. Yeah, I got quite a few hobbies. Right now, I'm actually I'm learning French right now. So let's see. I'm trying to say how I am learning French. Oh my god, I just learned the word for learning right now. I just learned it today. Fuck. But anyway, I'm learning French. Let's see. Which Slayer master would you suggest for me to use at 128 combat and 66 Slayer? Simona. As soon as you can get to Simona, or Summoner, or however the hell you say her name, that's who you want to stick with until you get to like Kuradel. But Simona and then Kuradel doesn't really matter a whole lot before those. Just really whoever you want to. Your Slayer master doesn't matter a whole lot at lower level Slayers. The reason why is because your tasks are going to be pretty much crap. Your tasks are going to be shit no matter what when you're that level. So use whoever the hell you want to use at that point. But I would recommend when you're able to do Kuradel, do Kuradel. When you're able to do Simona, you do Simona, because they will give you some more consistent stuff. And then when you get 90, obviously go to Morvran, and then you're Morvran until forever. Don't give up, Bob. You'll learn one. You'll learn someday. So mean. By the way, I can't see the bar in the video, which allows you to view what you did minutes or hours ago. I don't really know how to help you with that one, but I can tell you that when the video is done, then you'll be able to review it because it's going to be posted on YouTube. This is why you do Twitch, not YouTube. Yep, you're right. Don't believe me. I like Twitch. Learn how to bend your sister over. Yes. I don't have a sister. Try again. You guys are great. Je n'apprende. Je n'apprende. N'apprende. Do you speak French? If you speak French, Akars, we just became best friends because I'm going to help you teach me. Je mange du fruit. Je mange du fruit. And I don't know. So this is a fruit and nut mix. I have no idea how to say nuts. But I know fruit is fruit. No, you don't. Oh, okay. Any comments about old school RuneScape, positive or negative? I don't. Mint? Fine. Any comments about old school RuneScape, positive or negative? I don't mind. Are you asking about like my opinion on old school RuneScape? Used to be fluent in French. When I lived there, forgot it all. I can understand that because the more I learn about French, the more I realize it doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like coming from a native English speaker and going into French, the language does not seem to make any sense at all. Also, to answer Varag's question that he asked a billion years ago, yes, I am going to be doing the Community BA event this week. I'm going to get that scheduled. That you know of, you put a taco in your name, you must have multiple unknown family members. I see. Your insults are so weak, Bob Johnson. So weak. You can do better than this. I believe in you. Do you listen to music while playing RuneScape? And if so, what kind of music do you listen to? Like? Yeah, I usually do. There are times where I literally would just listen to RuneScape with no sound on and nothing going on. It's just quiet and it's odd. But sometimes I do that. But typically I do listen to music. I usually listen to a lot of hip-hop, rap, heavy metal. Mostly those two, but I don't know. My mood changes a lot. Listen to punk sometimes. You know, big variety. I'm one of those people that have like a very large taste in music. I don't like gospel. I don't like country. I don't like a lot of pop. I like some pop. I don't know. Weird. Oh my god, guys. 10 more. Jesus. The last like 17 seem to take an hour. Weak like your biceps. Well, it is true. My biceps are one of my weakest. One of my weakest muscles is actually my biceps. Just genetically, I don't have good biceps. They're not terrible. I can still curl 110 pounds bar with good form, so I'm not upset about them. But I do wish they'd grow quicker. My triceps are much better. What's your favorite skill to train? My favorite skill to train, honestly, is either thieving or herb lore. And it kind of sucks. I'm done with both of them, and I'm not going for 120s. I'm not going for 200 millions yet. So those are done now. I actually do enjoy training divination. I don't know why. I do actually enjoy training that. I like fishing. Fishing's fun. I actually do enjoy fishing. I hope to get that as a next 120 sometime soon here. But then yeah, it's kind of whatever. Slayer is. I enjoy Slayer when I'm in the mood to do Slayer. But yeah, I'm not really much of a combat person, but it's not too bad. I mean artists even. What sort of heavy metal and rock? I mean artists even. So screamo, like super hardcore, is what I like. Asking Alexandria is okay because they keep switching their styles because they have a new lead singer and shit. Chelsea Grin is good. They just keep getting better. It seems like. I don't know. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them that I like. I like pretty much every band that the dude from Falling in Reverse is in because he has like a billion different bands. I like all of his bands. I don't know. I like a lot of different. Like I mean, honestly, if you named artists, you named groups for heavy metal screamo, I probably like them. There's a few I don't, but you know. Need more jack off time. Is there a reason why you're jacking off while you're watching my stream? Because that could say something about you there, Bob. Let's see. You don't seem like you listen to rap, more like Miley Cyrus Party in the USA. Good God, no. Triceps over biceps. Yeah, you're probably right. But for me though, I like to see progress in my biceps because, like I said, I'm naturally not I naturally do not have the genetics for good biceps. I have the genetics to have big triceps. Do not have the genetics for big biceps. So for me, I like to see progress in the biceps more because they're harder for me to do. Is Dungeon Training solo going to be slow as crap? I don't really have any RuneScape trains I'm going to do with. No. Do daily challenges and do your sinkholes, and then dungeoning is super fast. Like I've got 116 and I don't really ever train it. So that should give you an example. Let's see. Come on, Bob. Your banter's worse than grade school kids stuff. Trivium, probably the only new band I listen to more in the 80s metal. I wouldn't even consider Trivium to be new. Trivium's like old as shit. But yeah, no, I like Trivium. I used to like them a lot more than now. Now they sound like a super monotone Metallica band. I don't know. I used to like them more. I like them more in the early 2000s. Recently, I've been listening to all of Rammstein, Slipknot, Korn, Five Finger Death Punch, Thoughts, and all of them. I like those. That's more like mainstream metal. That's more like mainstream rock, which I'm not too big on mainstream rock. But for those bands, it's kind of like, okay, well, hang on. I should say that Korn is absolutely fantastic. I do really like Korn because Korn always surprises me with their songs because they have such diversity in their songs. That, like, I don't know, they come out with a new song and I'm just like, holy shit, this is Korn, you know. So yeah, I like Korn a lot. But for the rest of those guys, I definitely like them. I do like Rammstein, Slipknot, and Five Finger Death Punch, but I really got to be in the mood to listen to them. You listen to Billy Ray Cyrus? No, I don't. You look like a failed monkey. Awesome, thank you, man. Welcome back, by the way. How about Sexy Tractor? Yeah, we know all about your Sexy Tractor. Don't you dare talk shit about Metallica. Okay, see, here's the deal about Metallica. I respect Metallica. Great band. I'll probably never listen to them again. Because being a mostly '90s kid, that's like all I listened to was Metallica. Because that's all anybody listened to was Metallica. So it's kind of at the point where it's been played to death. What about Pantera or the Chariot? I'm not really much into like hair metal and like the older metal like that. I'm really not into it. I don't think it's bad. I don't dislike it. I just have to be really in the mood for it. And kind of the same situation with Metallica, where it's played to death. That's the biggest problem. I've listened to it too many times. Oh my god, guys, 4 more laps. My size penis, your size penis. Your obsession with my penis is troubling, Flip Flop. I mean, the fact that you're thinking about it right now is also kind of weird, but I'm not thinking about your penis, I can say that. Wheeler Walker Jr. eating Aussie and kicking ass. Jesus. How about Slayer then? As far as oh, Slayer. Actually, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you, and you're probably not gonna like me anymore, but I don't like Slayer at all. Never have liked Slayer. Don't like Slayer. Really don't. I don't like country, but this song is fucking great. Yeah, you know there are some songs. There are a couple country songs that I really really do like. The size, OS, different noob, mine 7-inch bigger, motherfucker. Okay. Whatever you say. So much sugar this person is eating. Time to do Smoke and Kills so I can get a new Slayer Master, I guess. Yep. Smoke and Kills is definitely something you want to do. Oh my god, Rag is stalking. Yeah, I want to do that hardcore Barbarian Assault event pretty soon. I wonder when it's going to be spotlighted again. Castle Wars is right now. Let's look in here and find out if it's coming up soon. So Castle Wars, obviously. Heist is coming up sometime soon in creation. Oh my god, Heist. Woo! Time to do some Heist. Yeah, so it doesn't look like it's coming up soon. But you know what? We can do it off of Spotlight. Not a big deal. Okay. Please tell your name. My name is Manatee Gaming. People in this chat have problems typing English. I mean, it's not. I can't really. That's okay. For a lot of people, their English is not their first language. But in the case of Bob and Blip, which I'm pretty sure is also Bob, what I can say about that is, he's trolling, so we can troll him right back. Jesus Christ, brag. Which is however the fuck I decide to type it. Do I play many other games? RuneScape is my main one. RuneScape's definitely my main one. Because I do content for it and everything, so I end up playing it a lot. But I also do enjoy all the Bethesda games, like all the Elder Scrolls, the Fallout, shit like that. I love those. I'm still playing Fallout 4. I got it when it came out, and I still play it. It's really fun. I also play the Pokemon games, not mostly casually now. I actually play a lot of phone games. I play Clash Royale. I play Pokemon Shuffle. If you guys saw not my last Double Experience stream, but the one before that, I was actually playing the games on the computer. I had my phone hooked up to it. But yeah, no, I play some other games. I just don't play them anywhere near as much, and I don't really play that much RuneScape either, believe it or not. Most of the time I work on the content for it, but I don't actually get to play that much. Like I'd say 5 hours in a day is about the most I play. Sometimes more, not very often more. How can Bob be 2 accounts at the same time? Pretty easily. There's a phone, there's a computer. Hey, my keyboard is fucked up, so fuck you, LMAO. I think I have weed stuck in them. That sucks. Do I play Halo by chance? Not in a long time. I actually was part of MLG for a little while, and I did MLG for Halo 2. So you can say I definitely played quite a bit of that. But after Halo 2, no, I kind of dropped off from Halo. Want to do a Soul Link in Pokemon? You know what that is? You know what? I don't even know what that is. I do have Moon, but I'm just kind of like, I'm just kind of getting into Moon. Yeah, I think this is my 4th lap. I think it is. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I will get further on Moon here pretty soon, and then when I do, yeah. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You completed our challenge, holy shit. Yo man, just tuned in. What's up with that agility course? So basically, I've been working on getting this agile top the entire time because I've not gotten it yet. Oh wait, sorry, agile legs. This is the legs, not the top. Oh my god, yes! Woo! Agile legs are done, yeah! You know, I had no reason to get these, you know, like after, you know, pre-EOC or post-EOC, I had no reason to get these legs, but cool. Got them. Got them! Alright, so now I can actually go to Maxfield and then grab my games necklace and maybe... Yeah, I guess I should probably go and do some dungeoneering now. I actually have to go do the other course, but I'm not going to do that right now. I would, but I'm pretty sure you guys would just like fall asleep. Fall right to sleep. Let's see, ring. And then it's waxes. Yeah, Powers. I've been playing a ton of Runescape recently as my main PC SSD died and I had to play a ton for it to be repaired. I've recently realized that my pets in Runescape should be dead as they haven't been fed in years. Yeah, I think that I think it probably would be. I think that your pets would definitely be dead. A fake Mr. Scuzzy says, I heard Manatee is talking shit on me. You kind of need to have an image there in order to convince someone that's the real account. Gale, because he's noob as fuck and he blows his load over at agility loves Scuzzy he was. What a phallic strain. Yeah. Bob is definitely Bob, by the way. Bob is acting like Mr. Scuzzy. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and go to Damonheim and knock out a couple of these daily challenges here. Vincent, I've learned nothing in this stream. Ask more questions then. Ask more questions, Vincent. By the way, does anybody want to do dungeoneering? Come meet me. World 64. Because it'll be way quicker if I get some people to help me out. So if you want to do some... I'm going to rush a few smalls because I actually just reset. Who wants to rush some smalls? Or, I mean, if everybody wants to do mediums, I can do a couple mediums a little bit higher. But I just reset so I can do whatever floor we want. So come and join. Shut the fuck up. You want to be no one likes you, they like you, like we like Cody's left nut. I see. Alright, Bob, so what I'm going to do is, nah, alright. Nah, never mind. Actually, you know what? Go ahead. Bob, you spam the shit out of the chat because it just adds more, And yeah, it's totally fine for you to be whatever level you want to be because, I literally restarted. So, we're going to be on floor 1. Floor 1. So you can be whatever level you want. Come join. Man, do you think we show me how to flip my man made mills? Awesome, Abe. Congratulations. I'm really glad I was able to help you out, man. Feel free to ask any questions if you have any more. Let's see. Attacker's going to come hang out. So the Manatee be there in 10 minutes. Manatee 2 dungeoning. I don't know if I'll still be here in 10 minutes, but if I am, yes. Okay. So... where this? I need to activate this. So what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to do two floors. Because I extended. I'm going to do 2 floors, and after 2 floors, I'm going to go and reset, and then we'll do 2 more. So come and join me in here if you guys want to. And I will invite you. Alright, so it looks like we've got are people? Trade me, by the way. If you're here from the stream, trade me because there's people here that I have no idea who they are. So trade me if you're from the stream, and I'm just going to add people as they trade. So TS trader. If we get too full, I apologize. Pascus Wishes is next there. Okay, well he's got to figure that out. Pascus, you have to get rid of that Minotaur because you can't bring it. Attacker 1984 because he already said he was coming. And then we've got Cosmos Diff. And it looks like we're not going to have room for everybody. All right, guys. All right, so we got our team. We got our team. So this is what I'm gonna do. To give everybody a oh my God, Bob trying to recruit everybody for Black Ops 3 Zombies. Okay, guys. So what I'm gonna do? Click off your XPs. Click all your XPs to off. Click all your shared XPs to off, please. Oh, okay, I'm on. Awesome, man. Yeah, sorry, Red Angel. All right, this one we do, guys. So we're gonna go as fast as we can because it's a rush. So we're gonna be rushing these floors. So please do not skill and shit in the dungeons. It's not time for that. But we're just gonna go as quickly as we possibly can. Do 2 floors, and then I'm gonna reset. When I reset, I will grab 2 more people. Just whoever trades me first. So if you're not in this group, you can get in maybe in the next group. I'm going to do, I think, maybe like 6 or so floors. You've got to get rid of that Minotaur. Pascus. All right, we're good to go, I think. Nope. Pascus. All right, Pascus, I'm going to kick you out here real quick if you don't get rid of that shit. All right, Pascus, I'm going to kick your ass. Kicking you. Kicking you. All right, never mind. You got it. All right, so we got 5 people. We're going to go to 5. We're going to do small. I'm going to choose my next boss. Why not? All right, we're going to do, let's do the gluttonous thing. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, so basically just rush. What that means, basically, if you are on this team and you do not normally rush, that just essentially means to do it as fast as you possibly can. So ignore the enemies and just get the doors and shit open. When we find the boss, you kill the boss right away, and then you exit the dungeon. We don't hang out, and we also do not open all doors. Basically, just don't try to complete the dungeon all the way. You literally just want to kill the boss and then exit. You're just trying to complete it as fast as possible. And also, I will be reading the YouTube comments and everything like that, but I'm going to read them a little bit less while we're doing this. How's it going? Bob. Oh yeah, Bob. You saying you hate Abra? Did you find out? Did you hear what happened to Abra? Or rather, what Abra did? All right, cool. We got boss. So basically, everybody just. Oh, you know what? I've got the damn gate stone. God damn it. All right. You guys can all tell the gate stone if you are not at the boss. I think everyone's at the boss but me. Because I was reading. Yeah, you can skip, but the only thing is, I don't really care about skipping anyway because I want to do it for the dailies. All right, thank you for the fast floor, guys. That was pretty quick. 2 minutes 18 seconds. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We can go faster than that though with 5 people. We got this. I also got a golden rock. Woo! Click your accept button. Let's go. No. Well, I mean, Aber kind of did another example of how he of how he's been acting in the stream tonight. Yeah, because he decided to come in here and try to be super childish and talk stuff that's not even true, which is basically what he was doing while he was in the Patreon. So, yeah, he was trying to deny that. He was trying to deny that he did anything wrong, and then he popped up in here and then did the exact same thing. So, good job confirming everything that I said. You made that easier for me. I had a lot of people that are like, he really did something wrong? Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, doors. Blue diamond. Okay, yes, good. I didn't even know if I had the blue diamond. I was just like, yep, that looks like a good door. There it is, boss, 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 boss. Everybody do GTE to the boss. No, it's fine, it's Tiger, it's fine. You know, honestly, what's more important than you doing damage to the boss is actually just unlocking doors. Primal boots. Got some swags. You got the the primal air Jordans. No, no. I don't think that anybody said anything about that. Oops. So I'm actually not continuing. Alright, so I need to go reset. And before I reset, I'm going to clean up this chat a little bit. Alright. Let's clean up the chat just a little bit. Yes, Fat Apper was that guy's original RuneScape name, the one that was in here talking about the one that was basically trying to be harassing the thing. So if he tries to contact you or whatever, just ignore him. Let's see. All right, there we go. Cleaned it up a little bit. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I have to go actually reset, and then I'll come back and pick a new team. Oh, that's funny, Grimwald. What clan are you in? And in all honesty, if you know if it is him in your clan, I would just don't even bring it up. No, I just wouldn't even bring it up. I'm over it. Like but obviously if he's gonna pop up in here, I'm just gonna remove him from here. But like I don't have any reason to make a big deal out of everything he's trying to make a big deal about it. At this point, he's basically just whining now because I took action from him being from him causing trouble and being super immature, and now he's whining about it. Yeah, that's basically what's going on at this point. Like I said, I've had to ban very few people from Patreon, very few people. But every time it's happened, there's always been a really good reason behind it, and the reason for this one is pretty obvious to everyone now. I caught you dungeoning with melee is stupid, whereas dungeoning with mage and range is more effective than new because I'm using mage. What are you talking about? I'm using Mage. Alright guys, if you want to the next group here, then send me those trades, send me those trades. Alright, so form party. We got Attacker. We got Pascus. I'm just going to go in order. So we got Cosmos Death. And we've got Brag. I think that's exactly 5 people in it. Yeah, it is. Fuck using Mage. Fuck his using Mage. Alright, you know what, in all honesty though, range is the best thing to use in here. So you can totally rag on me for using Mage and not range, but it's simply just because I just recently got 115 to engineering and did not have the blood necklace previously, so I couldn't do it. Jake, the stream is not lagging on this end, so it's most likely. There you go, Cosmos. It says you can't access this floor. What level are you, Cosmos? It says you can't access level floor 3. Oh, you're 14 to engineering. Oh, that's why, man. I think you might not be able to go to the next floors. Yeah, I'm not using overloads. We're rushing low floors with 5 people. That's being more efficient by not using overloads. I got room for one more person. One more person. And by the way, Attacker's being very, very nice there. Thank you, man, for offering to dungeoneer with him later. So that's the kind of stuff I like to see, guys. That's kind of like the stuff I like to see, that community involvement. Helping out people. So if anybody, I got one more space left. One more space. I'm going to give it about 30 seconds, and then I am going to go. 28, 29, 27, 25, 22, 21. Yeah, I'm not even counting. I'm really not, but 15, 14, 13, 12, 2, 6. Alright, I don't see anybody coming. Alright, let's do this. 4 people is plenty of people anyway. Alright, night guys. Fat Ever out. Bob Johnson. Alright, let's do it on the 4. Fat Ever has apparently become the joke of it. I mean, I would say that you guys should make fun of him, even though he did do some things wrong. But he did decide to make the terrible decision to come in here and try to hate on the stream, which is just extremely childish and immature, so I don't care. Feel free to make all the fun of him you want. I'm trying to leave. Yes, go. Jeez. Sometimes it's a real pain to use that like skip, because if things are beating on you at the same time, then it makes it difficult to get through this. Oh my god, this Frost Dragon's gonna kill me. Oh wait, I'm not even in the room. That would probably help. Go through the door. Holy shit. Go through the door. This Frost Dragon's gonna kill everybody in this room. Alright, group gate stone's down. We gotta go back, obviously, but we can, when somebody finds the Crimson Crescent, just remember to teleport. I'll be sure to make fun of him later when I see him. Go, Grimwall. Well, like I said, man, if he's in your clan, your best off is just ignoring him. Like, because literally, you're not really gonna benefit anything by like trying to bring it up. Like, literally, he's just gonna start complaining and just gonna start going off. And then it's just going to be a bad situation. Kind of like as we saw tonight. Like I said, I really expected him to be more mature than this. But, whatever. This is the reason why I had to remove him. Obviously, nobody else in the Patreon wants to deal with this shit. Attacker 1984 says Manatee. Oh, you found the boss? Oh, boss time! Cool, cool, cool. Everybody the boss, everybody the boss. Boss, 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 boss. And I do not have the gate stone, so don't go there. Thank you for that call, by the way, because I totally did not look over here. Yay, we killed her. What did I get? Grave Creeper wand. That looks really cool. Hang on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna be super inefficient here. Hear this shit. What? What is this shit? That looks amazing. What? That looks so cool. It looks so cool. All right, I won't hang out and keybind it or keepsake it now, but I'm totally gonna keepsake that later on. That's really cool looking. All right, floor 2. I have no clue what he did, but it sure make another reason. Actually, I already read the whole thing, so I'm not gonna repeat it. Yeah, basically what he did, dude, was he got upset because I was not giving him special privileges on the Patreon. Like, he was on Patreon for a while, a good amount of time, in all honesty, and I actually had him as like basically a leadership role on Patreon to help other people out, and he wanted like special privileges, like he wanted like discounts, he wanted like, you know, special blah blah blah, and I was like, you know, I will look into it, I will consider doing this, and I'm working on implementing. But he just was super impatient, and then instead of like, you know, just being like, okay, yeah, or just, you know, listening to what I was saying to him, he decided that he was going to go through the Patreon and start telling people like just bullshit. Like he was saying stuff like, oh, the money making method coming out doesn't work, when he didn't even know what the new money making method coming out was, and stuff like that. Like he was literally just trying to make people quit the Patreon and just be disruptive and destructive to what was going on. And yeah, so for obvious reasons there. And I actually gave him a chance to come clean about it. And I was like, hey, you know, I obviously saw you type all this stuff. And he's like, oh, I was just joking. And I'm like, I don't see any part where you said joking. He's like, oh, I was just joking, dude. I was just joking. And anyway, so I let that go, kinda. And then later on, when I questioned him about it, because he randomly messaged me, and I was like, hey, remember that time when you were like talking blah 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 blah? And he's like, and basically he just confirmed that he lied to me and that he did it all on purpose, which I knew, but I just wanted him to say it. And so yeah, obviously that's not acceptable. Yeah, and you know, there's a little bit more to it, but obviously I'm not going to sit here and talk about this for the entire time. But that's the main things. You know, there's also like how he responded to like some other stuff that went on. Like he literally just went into just cussing and like basically cussing me out on the Discord thing for just pretty much. I mean, not pretty much, but no reason. There was no reason for it. So yeah, a lot to it, but that's the general stuff to it. So for him to be like coming on here and be like blah 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 Patreon, he's literally just trying to cause problems. That's all he's trying to do, which is super, like I said, super childish. But I mean, hey, you know what? It's Saturday night, guys. It's Saturday night, and if somebody's entire fun, if the most fun someone's having on Saturday night is by going onto someone else's stream because your butt hurt about you being a little bitch, then I already won, and that's the reason why I'm not mad about it. Because it's like, okay, if you think about that for a second, that's really sad. It's really sad. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to go over here and reset again. Getting all this dungeoneering. By the way, guys, if you were in the group and you're like thinking about the dungeoneering stuff, you're like, how to do this quicker, now watch. So watch my EXP. Boom, 327,000 EXP right there. So Daily dungeoneering is a really great, really great way to raise up your dungeoneering, especially if you don't like dungeoneering. On top of that, you always want to extend it, but then also doing your sinkholes as well. All right, so I'm gonna go to this one, reroll. Now I've got it forced to go to dungeoneering. By the way, if you're not maxed, you're not really gonna be able to do this. But like I said, watch my video on you're forcing dungeoneering or forcing daily stuff, and you'll understand more. Dungeon, I'm thinking we're going to break from RuneScape. Have a good day night for a half hour bye. Awesome, yeah, sounds good, man. Sounds good. Yeah, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Hope to see you in the next stream and stuff. And also, dude, feel free to hang out in the Manatee Gaming clan chat. It's Manatee Space Gaming. That's the clan chat, and you can join as a guest. So feel free to come hang out. All right, so going to be going to some more floors. We got 2 more floors. By the way, guys, after these 2 floors, I am going to go ahead and hop off because I'm actually starting to get kind of a sore throat. So I'm going to recover from this. All right. Yeah, by the way, yeah, invites. Okay, so Fish, Varag, wherever he is, there he is. Pascus. I just followed you. Cosmos, I'm going to send you an invite if you want to go. Don't take it personally. I honestly don't mind people who relax common knowledge in a simple game like Rune. My God. Jesus Christ. We'll be trying to get here for the next stream. Probably just going to get some food. Not sure yet. All right, man. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, I will try to announce it. I know I'll be doing another stream during this 30-day challenge thing. Oh, that's right. Cosmos can't. Sorry, man. I understand. No, don't worry, though. Next time that I do dungeoneering stuff, which I do a lot, as doing the group stuff like this, feel free to join us. Sore from all the bullshit he was telling us. My God. So salty, Bob. Oh, hey, look, pile of rocks. Go, 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 go. I kind of want to go rent a movie. What time is it? Holy shit. It's 12:40 a.m. here? Oh my God. Alright. No movie. Probably going to eat more food because I'm starving. And then do some other shit. And why are you killing... Bragg, why are you killing these things? There's nothing in here to kill. Oh joy, the trading leech. Of all the things that Bunyip could have given me. No, I get it. I get it, Grimwall. No, for sure. I've definitely been there plenty of times where I've been up that late. I will probably be up. Jesus, I can't even talk anymore. I will probably be up that late tonight. Because I'm gonna hop off the stream, but I'll probably be still in the game though. I really didn't. I didn't even get to play RuneScape today, except for when I started streaming. So do some more stuff on here. I might AFK while I clean some more stuff. I actually need to clean more shit in the house. But I want to reorganize my kitchen stuff. Gamer, Taco, and Flip-Flop are having the most epic battle in the chat, as I don't pay any attention to this fight. By the way, guys, you don't have to run around. Watch. Just stand still. Stand still, hit your regenerate. He can't kill you. And then you regenerate health enough to survive whatever initial hit that he gives you, so you're fine. And you soul split, and you just regenerate again, and you just hang out. Running around is too much work. Just stand still. See? Then you heal back, you start DPSing him, and he can't kill you. Like, he literally just doesn't, he just literally does not do enough damage. And then the last part's easy, obviously. You can just kill him in one pop. Boom. Bust out the the weak flanks. Man, I want that wand now. That wand looks badass. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna save that wand. If I get another one of those wands, I'm totally gonna do that. That Gravekeeper wand looks badass. It looks like a grain seismic wand. Actually looks better. This is funny, but it actually looks better than the Barrows wand. Like if you're gonna put Barrows die in a seismic, it literally looks better than that. Fuck Barrows seismic. I'm just gonna Gravekeeper wand all the way. It's free. It's actually a tier 91 too. That's kind of funny. It literally is a seismic wand. This is not the right door, but I'll drop that there. All right, so we got the gate telly to both these doors. Oops, I went the wrong way. Oh, was it Guardian door? Nobody called Guardian door. By the way, Fish, you need to get rid of that goddamn sword. Mage in range. Oh, you're fine, Bragg, but in the future, if you call it out, then we'll know. And then we'll be able to come and help you out. Alright, so I'm going to put... I'm putting Blip Blop on a temporary break, because sometimes he gets carried away. And he's been literally ragging me now for a while, so... Put him on a break. I know, dual wielding is not what you want for dungeoneering. You do not want dual wielding. You want to do a two-handed. Ideally, you want to have the two-handed bow. You want to have tier 99 bow. Oh, boss! Mouse! I put Blip Blop on a, he's temporarily muted. And I prefer the ranged weapon in all honesty. I mean, I like the staff, but I understand that the ranged weapon is better. Some weird ass kind of lag going on here, boys. Alright, I just figured I'd open up that door on the way over here. That way you guys can kill the boss while I be lazy. Manatee, have you ever watched Epic Rack Battles of History? Oh, you know, I watched a couple of them a long time ago, but I haven't really kept up with them. Some of them are pretty funny. Other ones I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I mean, they're decent. They put a lot of work into them. I can definitely say that. I definitely respect them for putting that much work into those videos. Yeah, Oh, yep. ETK. Yeah, ETK is where Chad is from. So if Chad and if Fat Abra and ETK starts talking shit about my YouTube channel, you can just tell him he's a bitch. He's just butthurt because he got banned from something that it was his fault for. So I don't feel bad at all. Now I don't feel bad now. Let's see. Yeah, turn in my challenges. Turn in challenges. By the way, the reason why his name is Fat Apra is because my name is Fat Snorlax, and he was originally a member. You know, he's been a member in here for a long time. He was a member in like the Patreon and everything for a long time. So. Anyway, oh my god. All right, guys. So I'm getting pretty tired, actually, and all. So, yeah, and kind of like I said, after those 2 floors, I was going to go hit a break. So let's go ahead and use my keys real quick. I got these 3 fancy keys to use. Oh, yeah! Freaking Addy Rock, cashing that shit out. Fuck that. Hi. Super attacks, you can go blow yourself, too. I don't want those either. Small smoldering lamp. Let me get that room crafting. Ooh, room crafting! Alright, so, let's see. What do I got left? Mahogany toy boxes, which I can definitely... I can totally re-roll this into Dungeoneering, too. I'm just not going to do it right now. I really don't feel like doing it. Yeah, so we got that coming up. Alright, guys. It's been great chilling with everybody. And, Taco, have a great time. Have a great time, man. And I will see you, hopefully, in the next stream. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. It was definitely a lot of fun to do the Dungeoneering with you guys and stuff, and totally cool for hanging out. I mean, wow, the time really went by quickly. Yeah, for sure, gamer. I will check out your message for real. So look for a response probably tomorrow. And yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. As always, you can totally feel free to subscribe if you want to. The cheesy plug right there for subscribe. But then you can see when the next videos are going to come up. I know that I'm going to be doing more streams during this 30-day video challenge because, you know, I can obviously do a stream as part of the video challenge. So, yeah, had a lot of fun. Hope you guys got some questions answered, and I will see you around. So, you guys have a great night.